Yeah. Let me tell you one thing, I ain't never been nothing more than a lost king. Had to run from a couple wars that I was in. Same time, spun a couple jaws, never went gym. Take time, drop a couple jaws, peddling herbs and medicine. Something for the surface, searching for relevance. Bring a little light to the dead and the decadence. The cold, the oaths to the popes and the presidents. The smoke screens are feeding the fiends, hopes and dreams unevenly seen. It's a setup. They don't want me to hold my head up, so I'm fed up. Don't want to see my people get their bread up and develop. Gotta get up, gotta get it, gotta get out. Got a message to the devil, get the hell out before we get him. Gonna dead him with the venom that I'm penning. It's a weapon. Spits like a beretta, but it's better. Hit him in the heart with every letter, but whatever. I ain't better than my brothers. I'm more clever with the metas. I'm just dealing with the matters, how I get it. If I did it wrong, yeah, I might be apologetic, but it's still a song. And I know you're not gonna get it, but we get along. Divided, we fall together, we get very strong, provided it's all love. Is it all love? I'm appalled by the state of the world, so I'm binding it all up. Is it all out? Are we all stuck? Sometimes I lose myself and I act up. It's not act, but I'm just a man blood that's trying to man up. In this modern day trap with the trappers and crackers that wanna see man with the maggots at the end of the line, tied, chasing the carrots blind, wasting my time is a madness. Balance is what I'm trying to establish. Hasn't anything that I said entered your ear? If not, hear this, stop living in fear. Do what you said you were gonna do last year. Time doesn't wait, it's like a race. What you're looking for, standing there looking in your face. That's a metaphor. You will get put in your place if you're not in yours. It's just a matter of moments, not many more. We're not fooled by the bogusness anymore. Had my firstborn when I was 24. I need many more. I was stumbling, now I'm very sure, but still fumbling at times, humbling my mind. Take a deeper breath, energize my vibes, cause I like to rise. Drink some water, then get some exercise. It's all blessed. I lie. I've been gifted, so I bless the mic. It's uplifting for the rest of life. Sometimes switching for respect, cause I'm not indifferent from my rep. A good name's important. I reflect on what still stays dormant in your meds. I focus and then talk it from the chest to the youths, absorb it in the heads. They won't fight each other, they'll fight the feds. It's not about violence, just self-defense. It's the system that we need help against. We need help and strength, we all need to eat. And nobody ain't living on easy street. They said it's dog eat dog, but I don't eat the meat. But I still eat them seeds like they're a vegan treat. I still lyrically box and beat the beat up. So if you want beef, my beast, I'll be that. My jag and me that. Some slicing in subliminals, I see that. Some try butting up to the task, some idiot. Needing rehab, fiends that relapse. Need to relax, need to rethink. What's the reason why you thought that I and I were even? Everything in its time, and it's not the season of lies. It's a time when the truth's appealing to the mind.
On the 5th anniversary of the entry of Italian troops into Abyssinian capital, His Majesty Haile Selassie returns in triumph to Addis Ababa. A great ovation is given him by his subjects, who witness the moving spectacle of their emperor attending a Thanksgiving service at the Cathedral of St. George, his first act on returning to the throne of Ethiopia. Accompanied by a number of military chiefs and religious leaders, including Ras Seum, Ras Kassa, and the chief abbot, Haile Selassie returns thanks to Almighty God for the restoration of his country. Today, Abyssinia rejoices. And now the triumphal procession, headed by Ethiopian troops. The royal car makes its way to the palace as a salute of 21 guns mingles with the greetings of the crowds thronging the tree-lined route to the emperor's home. Arriving in the palace grounds, the emperor is greeted by the General Officer Commanding-in-Chief, East African Forces, Lieutenant General Cunningham. After 5 years of exile, the dignified ruler of Ethiopia mounts the steps leading to the palace balcony. With his son, the Duke of Hara, beside him, the emperor calls upon his people not to reward evil with evil. Do not shame Ethiopia, he said, with acts worthy of our enemies. Haile Selassie has triumphed over Italy's profane fascist regime. Britain has set the conquering Lion of Judah once more at the head of a united Abyssinian nation, freed from the yoke of the tyrant.
Yeah. Everyday sticky.
Yo. Todd. VGSO.
Everyday sticky. You know how it go, dog. And you know how they stay. Anybody can go, dog.
Anybody can go.
Drive the 4-liter 4-wheel drive like a go-kart. I know it's broke, oh no lavish. So point to where the cash is and watch me go and grab it. I'm just trying to keep my feet on the right path whilst trying to keep my hands off that yayo and bicarb. Life's hard, but we knew that. So we organize the works and get to that. In the belly of the beast, everybody wanna feed, everybody want a piece. So nobody Brody's getting peace. Ain't no easy choices on this road to riches. I've seen stress break the realest niggas. Cause life's realer than the pictures, real shit. I've seen kids have grown men scared shitless. They out late like fuck the boogeyman. The only thing they running from is CID and bully vans. So dog, you can't debate with them, cause if you don't relate to them, they ain't hearing what you say to them. Every day sticky, you know how it go dog, and you know how they stay. Anybody can go dog, drive the 4-liter 4-wheel drive like a go-kart. They beat her at the pan, them boy don't grow up, they just show up. They are with a ram busy trying to take a man's soul. Fuck life, they want pussy and dog. So they robbing or they tow up anything to dodge these struggles trying to hold us. Anything to dodge these struggles trying to hold us, hold us, hold us. Dodge these struggles trying to hold us. Baby, your boy.
At Sky Vegas, get 50 serious.
This is your captain, this is your captain, this is
You
your
know.
captain, this is your captain, this is your captain, this is your captain.
You know.
Venom.
Put on my black fist, serve up white bits, but not everyday Reki. Come on, not everyday Nubian queen. You know, sometimes slops of Becky. Remember when we couldn't get lecky? Sometimes books and chess. Show me how sexy your mind is. Not everyday body and breasts. Not everyday link the bros. But it's always love when we check in. Sometimes gotta ride clean. Not everyday carry the machine. Not everyday link the wife. Gym jams and something sketchy. Not everyday peace and love. Sometimes gotta slap man for something petty. Tell young bro come out the kitchen. Not everyday be so chefy. But I tell him they not already. I came from mash and spaghetti. I'll go get. Give a fuck if they let me. Come on, bros down for the ride. Every day that thing's got paid. Done did my thing, still doing it now. So they gotta respect me. In it wasty, coming home late, all bloody and sweaty. Blood, sweat. Mum sees the vision, but she used to sweat me. Can't be on road without shit to show. Excuse now, Mecky. Dog, it's not every day, but it's sometimes in it. We shot in the rain, pray in the sunshine. It's not every day, but it's sometimes. These youths to the future pray that they live through the knife and the gun crack.
Not every day dirty, sometimes woke. Not every day calm, sometimes false. Not every day loud it, sometimes smoke. Sometimes nudge, sometimes poke. Sometimes fudge, sometimes cold. Sometimes I kiss that slow when I stroke. Sometimes I grab that bitch by her throat. Not every day club, sometimes home. Doing up flatmate with my chrome. Doing up roommate with my name. It's not every day that I work with a youth. Sometimes I'm just trying to get mine. It's not every day if you watch my business. Sometimes you should just live your life. For the big 4-5 pimps, you're right. Still big red pill never went soft. Man told you that I did daylight. No stop working, no days off. I was spliffing my wings and fried. Man tried done my dance and they died. Tryna clock my pattern, hammers, random as they come. Hanging habits in the slums where they're scavenging for crumbs. Pushing packages for funds. I found magic in my tongue. Bars sound classic over drums. Man's erratic, you don't want static. Sometimes I would just pull up in traffic. Acting a fool with a matic. Not every day kill your own. Sometimes let the real ops have it. It's not every day, but it's sometimes in it. We shot in.
Ever wonder what sets successful traders apart? It's not luck and it's not gambling.
Kill it.
What you gonna do with the young killy with the big 4-5 and you know him I go shoot at you. You better run and hide, better for the shot of them find you. Tell me what you gonna do when the youth them find the truth. Tell me what you gonna do with the young killy with the big 4-5 and you know him I go shoot at you. You better run and hide, better for the shot of them find you. Tell Tell me what you gonna do when the youth them find a job. What you gonna do?
What's a lion to a dragon? Don't make me open fire with this cannon. Are you going to Zion or Johanna? Jeez. On your CV, just put liar as a talent, lord of the frauds. You ain't idle, you're gammon. You ain't hustled Nathan on these troubled pavements. Undercover brother got the fragrance of an agent. Profiting off pain. The game you play is dangerous. You never had to activate a stainless. Ever. And I just hear a snake hiss. You switch faces and shapeshift. Generating fame from estate kids. And one day you have to pay for that fake shit. Man, I catch a rocket from a spaceship. Don't be a silly Billy, no my killies. Keep it drilly in this gritty city. As a kiddie, I was litty. Can't take bad man for pretty Ricky. Major never dibby, made the kitties give me Lizzie. Cause Vicky wants a hickey on an itty bitty titties. But shit is sticky, kids get hit in bricky with a blicky. Let's hope somebody's praying for these picnics. How we're gonna change shit is a mystery.
What you gonna do? With the young killy, with the big 4-5, and you know him gonna shoot at you. You better run and hide. Better for the shot of them find you. Tell me what you gonna do when the youth them find the truth. Them find the truth. Tell me what you gonna do. With the young killy, with the big 4-5, and you know him gonna shoot at you. You better run and hide. Better for the shot of them find you. Tell me what you gonna do when the youth them find the truth. What you gonna do?
Yo. Killy stay menacing, and they ain't listening to anything. Okay, if it ain't ching, ka-ching, or a route to find the things, then you ain't saying anything. No games, no quits, they want everything. Don't care about anything. One thing that you can guarantee is that they really selling things. Gotta get rid of the evidence. Keep up with the math and dodge intelligence. There's nothing you can tell them cause they know about the road. Nothing comes free and that's how it goes. Shit happens, gotta switch clothes. Gotta watch the road, cause it takes souls.
Venom.
You learn to give thanks for what you're giving. When you came up bando living with that bandana vision. Serving kitties, we were driven. I don't wanna see the youth men in my position. I come from where the badness dwell. Them boy pussy dog, I know that smell. Anytime I ride my shell, if I could tell them anything, it would be no thyself.
What you gonna do? With the young killy, with the big 4-5, and you know him gonna shoot at you. You better run and hide. Better for the shot of them find you. Tell me what you gonna do when the youth them find the truth. Them find the truth. Tell me what you gonna do. With the young killy, with the big 4-5, and you know him gonna shoot at you. You better run and hide. Better for the shot of them find you. Tell me what you gonna do when the youth them find the truth. What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Big up everyone in the building. Happy Sunday. Hope everyone's doing good. Big up Axum in the building. Big up Man That Silver Side. Who else we got? Big up Bibby. Brandon. Hi. Nixie, Stops. Kushwolf, Nico, and On Cold Barbara. Big up yourselves. How's everyone doing today? What are you saying, Bibby? Wagwan. Bibby, your name needs to actually, you need to change your name, please. Because I keep seeing things called Bibby. And yeah, I need to not make jokes about it. So let me. Yeah. Axton, we're saying sis.
Big up. 1 second, yeah, I'll be back. 1 second.
See this girl.
Yeah, sorry, man. One sec. I need to check out something.
Yeah, I'm done. Yeah, no, Bibby, for real. I've been seeing like accounts on TikTok. Yeah, I won't say it on here because then I'm just opening up the door to people mocking you. And then I've seen some restaurants as well called like Bibby something or other. I'm just like, right, everyone's trying to eat out in Bibby, eh? Anyway, yes, how's everyone doing? Baby busy doing Christmas. Oh, baby busy doing Christmas shopping. I mean, baby don't celebrate Christmas, does he?
Obviously, he does. It's a pagan, isn't it? So
Okay.
yes, baby.
Getting that Christmas tree up in that, yeah.
Nah, I don't really think. Nah, baby, the Christmas tree. I wouldn't even.
How did you decorate yours, Axel?
I don't have any MJ. Don't try it now. Actually, this year I don't have anything. Literally nada. No lights, no candles like that. Nothing.
Bother. I really can't be bothered. It's a waste of money.
Yeah, that's true. But you know, I'm trying to keep up with the good holiday spirits that they say. Well,
Yeah. Well, you know, there's plenty of ways to do that without getting sucked into the consumerism. But yeah, I don't do the tree thing. My brother got a tree. He was all happy with himself. He's like, oh look, I've got my lights and I decorated it. Yeah, I was like, yay for you. But yeah, I'm not involved. I haven't been involved. I used to do it years ago when my kids were little, and then I realized I was just being a pagan. So,
but you know, I hear you, but at the same time, like maybe because I live in the darkest place on earth, man. So we need some light. So I saw the other day the sun goes up 9:15. So 9:15. Can you imagine that?
9:15. What in the? Oh, comes up in the morning at 9:15.
Yeah, the sunrise. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's not much different from ours. Ours is probably like 8 o'clock in the morning now.
Yeah, it's dark, man. It's hella dark. So yeah, I kind of enjoy this little lights people doing right now everywhere.
Yeah, okay, if you say so.
Yes, Nixie, I'm in Norway. Join us on the panel, Nixie, and the rest of you.
Yes, come.
Is it?
Hey,
hi Brandon, how you doing?
I'm going on new panels today.
Yeah.
And I did subscribe to this channel and hit the bell.
Okay, thank you, appreciate that.
There are many people saying the best streams.
Say that again?
A lot of people say I have the best streams.
I didn't catch what you said, sorry.
A lot of people say I have the best streams.
You have the best streams.
And what if you came to my channel for a stream?
What do you stream about?
Mainly solve Looney Tunes.
Okay. What, are you a big Looney Tunes fan?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Well, it's nice to meet you. Thank you for gracing us with your presence. Appreciate it.
Yes.
So where are you from?
Ohio.
Ohio. Okay. You've always lived in Ohio?
I live there.
So what makes you such a fan of Looney Tunes?
Space Jam, the original.
Okay. So you're a big Disney character. Disney fan.
The original with Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
MJ, you sure? Yeah.
Not 100%, but I'm ready. Don't worry.
Okay.
What if you came to my channel for a stream?
Drop your channel page in the private chat, and then I'll subscribe and check you out someday.
I'm trying to get to 4,000.
Yeah, just keep being consistent, and I'm sure you'll get there. But yeah, drop the link in the private chat, and then if I think it's any good, I'll share it with the wider audience.
And I just put my channel in the private chat. If I had a rant, I would have put it in the public chat.
Yeah, but you're not a mod, so you can't do that, I'm afraid. But like I said, I'll check it out, and if I think it's any good, I'll share it with the audience.
Yes.
Or maybe we'll just check it out now and see if it's any good. And if it's not, then we're just going to make fun of you. But if you're okay with that, then, you know. We can do that.
Yeah, I used to send people link. I used to put panel links on their emails now.
Okay, fantastic. Well, yeah, I'll check that out. Thank you very much for joining us. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about?
It says Sunday service.
Yeah. Where's your accent from, though? Because your accent doesn't sound
Sundays
like...
service is usually on. Do you have a favorite Looney Tune character?
Sorry?
A favorite character from the Looney Tunes?
No, I'm really struggling with your accent.
Yours seems like you're a decent user.
Okay. All right. Have a nice day.
Yeah. Bye. Yeah. I was just waiting for him to do some crazy shit.
I know. And the I can hear him clicking in the background as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was like, yeah. Mm-mm.
Yeah, you're just trying to find the best dick pic to put up, like.
About Looney Tunes. Who even watches Looney Tunes in this big age? Lol.
Michael Jordan, you know. I'm done. Oh, 1 second.
Yeah, can you pin the thingy?
Oh, say that again, sis.
Can you put the link?
I just did.
No, pin it. I mean,
I can't pin it on Snipers. I can only pin it on my own.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. It's all just complicated stupidness. He really is some Looney Tunes fan, though. Brandon Looney Tunes fan, blah blah blah. Yeah, mate. I think you need to grow up a bit. Fully think you need to grow up.
MJ Khan's little P.
Yeah, sorry, just when I was talking to this guy, I just noticed this thing in the chat, and I was like, Rob, we're only here like what, 10 minutes, and already we got Khan's troll accounts or people trolling Khan or whatever's going on. Like, what is this?
Man is famous.
I'm telling you, like, Khan's little P, and that's all they've said, right? So it's like it's one of these people that just follows Khan around to let Khan know that they're there. Oh, do you see what I'm saying? Like, seriously, the internet, like, people grow up. Grow up. There's more to life than following strange people on the flipping World Wide Web. Seriously. I can't deal with it.
Yeah, true. Jump up, people. Let's have a conversation or something, man. Jump up.
Yeah, man. We're here.
I'm not speaking, none of you.
Your favorite ice queen is here.
You mean yourself, I hope.
Yeah, obviously.
But you know, some people would call me ice queen too.
No, you're just the most questionable African that existed on YouTube. That's all.
Yeah. That's what they say. That's what they say. But yeah.
Oh, famous for all the wrong reasons. Oh, indeed. But, you know, Khan is Khan. You just gotta just let him be him.
Mm-hmm. Khan is Khan. Listening in right now, thinking, MJ and Axum. Yeah. You know how he is.
I wonder why he's not jumping on. I wonder if he's found himself a new woman.
Boy.
Yeah, jump on, entertain us, Khan.
Yeah, he loves to be in between us two, MJ. Pause.
Sorry, I'm choking on them. Pause. The Frank.
Yeah. See, he's eating. Hey, the one and only. Big up, Billy.
Oh, who's that?
Billy.
Well, I'm on like Billy.
We can't hear you though, Billy.
I can't hear shit.
Yeah. He's probably out there driving as usual. Vili!
Yeah, shit signal.
Yeah.
In Con has a right. Yeah, my guy, that way.
Yeah, behave yourself, Silver. I beg.
And stopped.
Nah, I didn't even see that, you know. Min lille bror, behave.
Yeah, don't make me have to tell wifey on you, you know. To be a good husband now.
So what's been going on in the world?
Oh, too much. Too much is going on in this country. So apparently there was some shootings. Actually, yeah, stopped. What happened in the ends last night? I heard there was a shooting in his ends, and apparently some woman died. I don't know. I was watching something on a live stream today, so the details were a bit, you know, like how the internet is. You don't know what's poisons. But yeah, apparently we're saying there's a couple of gunshots. There's like police cordons all over the place. People saying a woman died, and apparently a couple of people were shot.
Crazy. Yo, your phone is popping off, sis.
You see, I can't catch a break.
Yeah, I get it now.
It's like people, you know, when it's like when you have to text me 5 times, surely it would have been easier to call me or send a voice note, right? Anyway.
Yeah, you know how people are, man.
But yeah, so it's just a madness. I think everywhere just seems to be a madness happening. People are talking about a next pandemic.
Huh? I missed that one. Why?
I was going to ask you about it actually, because I'm hearing this from a couple of people sort of like in the health industry over here, that there's a pandemic, but that the government isn't, like, basically that the levels are more or less as dangerous as what they were during the last pandemic, but that the government ain't doing nothing about it. They're trying to keep it all hush hush so we don't have to go into a lockdown.
Lol. Okay.
It's some new, I don't know if it's a new virus or a new strain of the virus. I can't remember exactly.
Nah, I haven't heard about it, so I don't think it's a going story. I usually get the info quite fast. Sis,
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. I need to ask you. Yeah, and then there's the madness that's been happening of kids being allowed to die even though they're under the care of social services. Just the usual shit that happens in the UK. Sorry, people hating on each other, people being racist.
Hi.
Yo,
have you missed us?
That
Of course.
hey,
Standard.
That hey was like, hey.
Do you know who that reminds me of? That reminds me of Rika. Remember when Rika used to be like, hey?
I was going to ask MJ something quickly.
Go
There
on.
was something on TikTok, but I decided not to send it to you. But these two vegans,
Yeah.
unfortunately, their kid died
Oh shit.
and they buried him in the garden.
No.
Did you hear about it?
No.
Yeah, apparently, like they had him on a vegan diet and that, like from birth, and he didn't live long. And like they're saying he died because of like obviously nutritional deficiencies. What do you think about that? I was going to send it to you because I thought, no, you'd definitely be shocked to hear.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing, Con. Like, with anyone
It's
having
shocking.
kids in it, you have to understand like nutrition that children need. So this is why, if you remember, I'm quite an advocate for breastfeeding because obviously
Of
breast
course.
is best, isn't it?
Breast
But
is the
in
best.
general, when it comes to like nutrition, particularly under five, just while children are growing in it, but at the development, the significant developmental stages, if they don't have the right nutrition, their development is going to be fucked in all kind of ways that we probably can't even imagine. So for me, even though I was a vegan when I had my kids, I still gave my kids chicken and fish. The only thing I didn't give them was red meat. But I've never from like they eat whatever they want now, you know what I mean? They go from one diet to another to this, that, and everything. But yeah, like I don't think it's fair to lack a child in any kind of nutrition to the point where it's going to be detrimental to their health or their life. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, unfortunately, like people take it upon themselves to play God with children, not just in food terms, but
Yeah, yeah.
in lots of ways. Like I
If you
don't really
don't know what
agree
you're
with
doing,
it.
don't put that onto another human being. You know what I mean?
Right,
Fair enough if
exactly.
you want to do that to yourself and lacking the nutrition and the nutrients and vitamins and stuff that you need, it's only you that's going to suffer. But to do that to a child, that's neglect and that's harm.
Exactly. That is actually a form of abuse, I would say.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. What else was I gonna say? Oh yeah. Apparently Israel's threatening to shut down his embassy in Ireland. Can you believe that? Like the Irish must have done something, right? Come on, let's hear it for Ireland.
I don't know if they're given their reason.
Nah, you know me, I'm on TikTok all the time, so it's like 2 seconds of information. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I got one for Axum as well. Are you there, Axum? Apparently, there's a peace treaty between Ethiopia and Somaliland, and this is like some epic thing that's happening where they're allowing Ethiopia access to the Red Sea now.
No, not the Red Sea, bro. No, it's not the Red Sea. It's the Indian Adambak. It's the Indian Ocean.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Yeah, but yeah, this is peak. Welcome, Stabzilla. Your turf.
Welcome, man. We used to, shout out to Khan's people, man, making our people hold hands, man.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah.
Yeah, I heard about your embassy issues, man.
Yeah, I haven't. You know, I was just telling you today, sis, the news. I literally can't deal with listening to the news, but I don't mind reading it. So yeah, I'm just reading it now.
I jumped on because MJ was talking about someone, the booting that happened in my area. How did you know?
Yeah, I've seen it on TikTok as well.
You seen it on TikTok?
Yeah, the woman died, and I think the guy died as well, innit? 2 people died.
Yeah, you know what's so funny? I didn't even know this happens. Like, this is the first time I'm hearing it.
Oh, for real?
Wallahi, I do. I'm so clued out. But
that's because you ain't been to Chicken
area?
Cottage. Pop down to Chicken Cottage.
What area did this happen in?
Your ends.
The ends is quite big, bro.
True that.
On the main street.
But where? Like, where is it? Halsden, Wembley, Church Road, Stonebridge?
Church Road.
Halsden.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because people were joking saying that MK Coke just released a tune last week talking about how Church Road is like peaceful or something since he done. I don't know, something about that. Anyways, people mocking.
Coke's tune's sick as well with the 2-pack beat. Oh mate, he smashed it.
He needs to give it up, man. You can't just, be making diss songs after so many years later, man. Your career's done, man. It's finished.
It's an old man now. I swear, man.
Just stretching it out.
Think of it.
Milking it for everything he can.
He was the first one to be signed by Jay-Z. As soon as he got signed by Jay-Z, he went to prison for something he didn't do. And he went in with a record deal and he came out with no record deal. That's sad.
Yeah. Well,
but Nines is better anyway.
It's what it is, bro. It is what it is. His fire in the booth, still the best fire in the booth ever. In my opinion.
That cannot be denied. Oh, well, my phone keeps locking, man. Why does it keep doing that? But anyway, Khan, man, I wanted to give you flowers, man. I see you on TikTok, man, debating these Zionists, man.
You seen me, yeah?
Yeah, I see you sometimes. I'm passing through TikTok.
Zubaydah started her own charity to supply water to Palestinians.
Okay.
Do you know how much money they raised? Over 20 grand.
Oh, I thought it was going to be 20 quid. MashaAllah.
Oh, it's amazing, bro. You know when they send the water to the people?
Yeah.
The geezer who drives around delivering the water in the truck, he's got his little children with him. And he gets them to do little videos, like thank you videos. So
okay. Are you sure? Because I saw.
Like, thank you, Zubaydah.
But she raised 20 grand. Because I'm not gonna lie, I was at Heathrow like last week, and I seen her like first class to Abu Dhabi. So she's using. I'm joking. I'm joking.
She started her own charity, bro.
Yeah, I'm joking, man.
You gotta pay yourself a wage, innit? Come on. What do you think,
Nah, shout her
Cease?
out, man. Shout her out, man.
Yeah,
Anything
man.
for the cause.
Actually, from your ends as well.
Is she from mine? I don't even know,
Yeah,
man.
originally I think she is.
Who are we
I'm
talking
trying
about?
to.
Acton. The Vida.
Oh, she's still about.
Yeah, she's on TikTok,
She's
innit?
smashing it on TikTok, man.
I'm not
What
gonna
do you
lie,
mean?
they made the Zionists made a compilation of, you know, like pro-Palestinians on TikTok. And she's also featured in there, innit? She was saying some mad things, I can't lie. Obviously in the heat in the moment, you say what you want, you say what you can. Well, yeah, shout
It's
you
what
out,
it
fam,
is,
man.
bro.
I see you
It's
around,
what it
man.
is. You see me, yeah, roasting up the
I see you.
Zios.
Huh?
Roasting up the Zios. The
I see
Zionists.
you. Yeah, no, but I see you
Yeah,
like on her
man.
panel, a couple of other panels as well, innit?
Yeah.
When
There's a
I'm just, you
Turkish
know.
Cypriot panel as well where we talk about Cyprus issues. There's one like that. I jumped
Nah.
on Sarah Garvey's panel as well.
Oh, I seen his one, man. Oh my god, man. But I'm on the train, so we'll speak about this as soon as I come out, man. That guy's the Zionist.
Jeds is doing well. Jedi's doing well on TikTok now.
Of course, he's killing it as well, man.
He's killing it, bro.
Have you lot heard this about TikTok getting banned in the US?
Of
Of
course.
No, it's not really fully getting banned though. It's not getting properly banned. It's like they're just going to take it off iStore.
They
Apple
basically
Pay,
no.
yeah,
The
basically.
whole point
You can
is
still
the
get
whole point.
it. I don't think it's
Sorry.
fully banned in that way.
It's
Yeah,
not.
I mean-
It was about to be banned, but they wanted basically the people in America, TikTok, to sell it to, you know, the guys with big noses wanted to buy the company of them to regulate it because there was too much, you know, pro-Palestinians on their network.
Have you seen the
So-
interview with the guy that owns TikTok?
But they also
when
throw in
they had
other
him up
things.
in
Oh,
front
it's
of
not
Congress?
regulated. It's not safe for the kids. But
Stop
it's just so
Zilla.
many excuses. Yo,
You know the geezer that
Am I
owns
breaking up?
TikTok? No. You know the geezer that owns TikTok? Yeah? They
yeah,
had him up in front of Congress interviewing him.
yeah,
'Cause you know, they can ask, like Congress have got this thing where they summon you and then they can grill you and ask you like bare questions, like a whole
yeah. I
panel
was
of
watching
people.
it live. I was watching that live.
And they were going to him, are you or have you ever been a communist? And he was
Yeah.
like, I'm from Singapore.
Yeah, he goes,
He's
I'm
like,
from Singapore. I got a
what
Singapore
the
passport. He
fuck?
goes, have you had any relations with China? He goes, but I'm from Singapore. Like, what's going on here?
Yeah, that was funny. They tried it with him, bro. They
Yeah,
proper
they basically
tried
gave
it.
him a deadline: either sell the company or you're getting banned from the US. So
Yeah.
Mad things. Yeah, I've been hearing this for about a year though that it's going to get banned, and people were saying it's to do with like exploitation of kids on there and all these family vloggers and all that type of stuff exploiting the kids. But it doesn't seem to be going anywhere, so I don't know.
it's definitely not the case. It's because you know there's a leaked video about phone call conversation of Jonathan Greenblatt. He is the leader of the ADL at this point. It's a organization, I think Anti-Defamation League, created by, you know, them boys. And
Right.
the leaked phone call, he was saying, yo, we're losing the generation and we need to regulate TikTok. And it's leaked. This whole conversation, you can find it on the internet. They openly say we need to regulate it, and a couple of months later, TikTok is being threatened. It's strange.
Yeah. Fuck knows what their agenda is with that one.
So we ain't
Walk
spoken
on,
in a little
everybody.
while. Bing.
Hey,
MJ,
walk
we
on.
ain't spoken in a little while, man.
You
Oh,
good,
here
yeah?
he is.
Now we can hear
Walk
you.
on. Zoom. What you saying?
Big up, Ellie.
How
Yeah,
you
yeah,
mean?
I
Walk
hear you.
on. Big up Mary. Walk on.
Big up
man.
Veli Starmer.
What you saying? Come on, nah, man. It's Velly Corbin out here, cuz. How you mean?
Veli Corbin.
Yeah, man. Yo,
What
so
happened
what's
to your
going on
channel,
though,
Ellie?
man? What's happened? Say again?
What happened to your channel?
Oh no, some pagans got it locked off still, man.
What, for
I had a
good?
picture of I had a
White
picture
people.
of Sam Beans' face in the background.
Yeah.
And then she reported me for cyberbullying still. And then done a stream about it. You're bullying me.
Same old bullshit.
Them way there. You know
This
what I
is what
mean?
I'm saying. Like, how if you reflect back on the last even 5 years of the online communities, YouTube, wherever people like spend their
Totally
time in
same.
it. Nothing's changed. Literally nothing has
trust me.
changed at all.
Shit
Mentalities
ain't
of
gonna
people.
change, but the number on the range.
It's kind of sad.
I think a lot's changed.
Like
I think
what?
us exposing ourselves to each other and like these opposing views, it's kind of affected us differently. Because when you go on TikTok and you like start talking to normal people, you realize that most people are in their little bubble, surrounded by people that basically tell them what they want to hear. Most people, not like us, we're surrounded by people with opposing views on a daily basis. Like obviously, thanks to people like Veli and that setting up these panels, we can kind of like be around racists and like NFs and EDLs and like it does change you. It does change like the person that you are, because like when you do go on TikTok, you do notice the difference that normal people, when you actually oppose them a little bit, they just break down.
Yeah, and
Oh
kick
yeah,
you
the
out
racists
or
are running
block
away
you
soon,
or
man.
everything. Yeah.
You won't
true.
even be able to see them on my channel soon, cuz them man are running away, cuz man. You know what I mean? They man are
Well,
gonna
Lady D
run
smashed them up, bruv,
away.
innit? I
Wow.
think it was the election that finished them off. I think they really thought that reform was going to win. I really do think they
Yeah,
do
but
think
the
that.
thing is, reform is not set up to win this election. Reform is
Now, yeah,
set
it's
up for the
next one,
next and the
innit?
next after, innit?
They're
Because
trying for the
slowly,
next one still.
now
They got a
they
bit
put
of
that
traction
Nigeria.
building though.
100%.
They got a bit
You
of
think
traction
someone?
building still.
You think someone's gonna vote for that Nigerian woman that's the leader of the Conservative Party? They basically shot themselves in the
Bro,
foot.
if you want everyone in your party to move over to another party, what do? Just put a black woman in charge.
No,
All the
look.
Conservatives are going to just
Oh,
like
right for
run.
that, man.
But the Conservatives, you know that Conservatives ain't going to take that, bro.
They believe they lost the conservative essence once they put that black woman in the power, and you can see that even between an Indian guy that's in conservative and what's his name is Starmer, they'd rather vote for the white guy even though they oppose their views. So you know, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter about political their
All right,
political aims.
what if Labour pulls it back and puts Diane Abbott in charge of the Labour Party? Ah, that would be
Nah, man,
wicked.
they need to
That
spin
would
the
be
block and bring
wicked.
back Jeremy Corbyn, man. Bring back Jeremy Corbyn, man.
Jeremy's too old now, bruv. He's done all his walking around the borough of Islington. He's got like he's shredded them roads.
Nah, he got exiled by the Jews, innit? That's game over. He's never coming back.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I think that's what Labour should do, man. Bring that fucking.
Hey, Jeremy
the
Corbyn's
hardcore.
starting a new party.
Nah,
He's starting a
That's
new
too
party,
late
man.
for him, man. He should have
A
joined
new
up with
left wing
George
party
Galloway.
still, so you never know, mate, what they're gonna do in the part. Like, I'm not too sure still, because like man saying, sometimes too much choice that splits up the votes of people that said, I like this part, so I'm gonna vote for them. So they might just duck out, innit? I mean,
I was thinking that as well. I was thinking that's bad, they're breaking up the electorate and whatever. But when you think about it, like the current parties ain't even relevant. People can't even relate to them, like Conservative and Labour. Like, what are they about? Like, and they're too similar with each other. Like, I think we do need some new parties, bro. And I think
But
like
even
go on.
sorry, go on. No, I'm just
Go
saying,
on.
even the new parties are the old parties, because
Yeah, they're
it's
just
like
reformed.
yeah, exactly. Just like reform. There we go. Just like reform in it, but they just reformed from conservatism. Like it don't make sense.
Yeah, literally, and so lazy they couldn't even come up with a new name. Just like, oh, let's reform. And what do we call ourselves? Reform. Like, what?
Yeah,
And then Labour's new party is gonna be workforce. It's like, yo, like you guys are not, come up with better names, please.
Sure. May as well just call it the rat race and be done.
Exactly.
That's ridiculous. I think we need some independent people.
Yeah, that might be good.
Yeah, some independent.
But that's a waste because independent people ain't got no money, don't have no backing, this is nothing. They're just up against the odds. The
yeah,
independent
that's why
person has to
proportional
literally knock on your
representation
door.
needs to come in.
Yeah,
If proportional representation comes in, then you get like a wider spectrum of
Yeah, he's
MJ.
right. He's right.
voices.
Yes, this.
It's true, really, what you're saying.
Yeah.
You know who it is.
No, I don't.
Let me remind you.
Whoever is, just bring him up.
Peace, family. How y'all doing?
I knew it. I knew it.
Checkmate.
What's up,
knew it.
What's up, MJ? What's
Peace,
up,
fam.
Axel?
Yes,
Peace,
Boy,
everybody.
it's
Peace,
you,
everybody.
yeah. Big up.
He might have
Big up
changed. He might have
the
changed. Who knows? Give him a chance.
well, now I
So-
literally just came to say big up to y'all. You feel me? Good to see y'all still moving.
Big up.
I don't catch y'all on the Triller channel. I mean, not Triller, Trilluminati channel no
Oh,
more.
yeah.
But
He's on
you
TikTok now.
How are you identifying yourself these days?
well, literally, I'm still a mulatto. You
Let's
feel me?
go. Let's
Come on, bro.
go.
You gotta have a name that we can actually call you by without like putting ourselves in danger of being racist.
No, it's all good. Just call me Mulatto or Mulatto Jesus. It's all good, family.
Mulatto
But,
Jesus, yeah?
big up to y'all.
Right, you can call yourself Malesus.
But I just came to say hello to you all. Y'all stay safe though. Stay blessed, all right? I'm dropping back.
Are we knocking out already? Checkmate.
Big up, big up.
Checkmate.
You running already? Yeah, checkmate.
Yeah, checkmate. Man.
Okay, sprinting.
Wow.
Shout him up, man. Even though he has better opposing views, so come up and say love and leave.
Character them, and you
Hey,
Yeah.
hold on. Speaking of TikTok, you lot will never guess who I seen on there today.
Go on.
Eunice.
One of the most annoying people we have ever known, besides Mr. Checkmate.
I told you I've seen Sarah
Triller.
Garvey on there already.
Oh, it was Conscious Eye.
Yeah.
No, wait. Let me
I've been on
give
this
him his
panel. I've
flowers.
been on this panel.
Yeah, Conscious Eye is always on there, cuz.
Yeah, he's always on there.
He's got
Let
black.
me give him his flowers
White
because my
man's
man,
evil. That's what he
my
says.
man, he had a big account, but I think he got taken down.
Shame.
Yeah, he goes
I
too
didn't
mad,
even like
doesn't
the
it?
guy,
Says
but I
mad
still gave him a
things.
follow anyway, just because he
Yeah.
used to be on the You know how it is, innit? I'm
I
not
jump
hating
along
my
to support him as well. I give him a
Yeah,
little
you know what it
support.
is, yeah? If you go too deep in race politics,
It's game
Yeah.
over.
will take away your account, man.
Yeah. It's too much and too divisive.
Take away your account, man.
Do you know what an
There's
iron
some
is?
racist ass motherfuckers on there, but obviously they can't fuck any racist.
Do you know what a
shits.
lion is? That's some
Do you know
bars.
what?
That's some bars. You know what a lion is?
Oh, classic.
Is that what
This
he used to
time.
say? Nah.
Yeah, that's what he used to say.
Remember
Do you
we
know
used
what
to
an
call
iron
him.
is?
You know we used to call him. What was it? Don's eyes closed. That's what Chemo called him. I was dying. Ever since he called him Don's eye. I said that on the stream to him, like, big up Don's eye. He blocked me. I was like, all right, man. It's not that deep.
I tried to agree with a comment of Chemo's. He put, can't, we are not friends. You wanker. You wanker.
Hey, stop. Bibi's asking you to stop giving men
We are not
flowers.
friends.
What? Bibi's what?
He said, "Can you stop giving men flowers?" What happened?
I hear that, baby. I hear that. I can't even.
You can't even say anything against it.
I
Stop,
can't,
man.
yeah. I feel the fifth on that one. My bad.
And it keep the flowers for wifey.
I didn't know Bibi was such an R&B guy. Loves his R&B, old Bibi, innit? He's always like posting tunes on TikTok. Big up Bibi, man.
He's doing what you said?
Post tunes.
He's posting
Oh
tunes on
yeah,
TikTok.
yeah. He's into music. This little Marco.
Yeah.
Khan
Yeah,
always sends me some fucking old school Turkish garage tunes.
Turkish garage? Who's that? Who's
like
he?
from them clubs. The clubs when you
Man
got like
said-
the Turkish DJ and the free drinks for 20 quid and that.
Man said, "Garage donut."
Did I send you that
Yeah,
last
it's
one,
some
Reddy, when they
tunes.
turned the kebab shop into a raid?
Yeah, I see that one too.
People refusing to go home after the rave. They're like, nah, we're having a kebab. I mean, we want tunes. Jokes.
Good old kebab, eh? The most eaten food in Britain when people are drunk.
It's true. I think it's the chili sauce that does it, because after a few pints, you can't taste much, really, can you?
Shout
No,
them
I
out,
think
man.
it's just- you man are clever and stay open to like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Exactly, and you set up right next to the
it's
clubs.
true.
You set up right next to the clubs as well, man. You give these people no option, but it's good food
It's
anyway,
true.
so you can't really
Exactly.
complain. It's either that or McDonald's. Pick your poison.
Yeah, they pull up the food van down the road from the club for real.
Yeah. No, I have no experience in this. I don't go clubbing. Alhamdulillah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you never been clubbing, Stopzilla.
Just once, I got pressured, but it's not my vibe because you know what it is. I understood when I was there. You have to be drunk to be in there. You can't be sober there. Like it's boring. What are you gonna do?
No, if you
What, in
dance,
the rave?
it's fine.
Don't be silly.
Wait, you know people go there without drinking those stops,
Yeah,
right?
of course. What do
Yeah,
you
but
mean?
you said
I've
dancing,
never
but-
drunk in my whole raving career. I've never drunk and gone out.
What? Never.
Never drunk and gone out. No, I smoked some blunts, get smashed, but never like alcohol and raving don't go together. You need all your coordination skills to rave, innit? There's no point.
No. I get what you're saying, but clubbing wise, clubbing, you do need to drink. Like, let's be honest. I've never been to
No,
a rave.
you
I can say
don't.
that much. You do, man.
No, I think do you know what? If you're drinking, then maybe you can catch a vibe. Like, I don't know, if you need that confidence boost or something, then maybe it'll help you to catch a little vibe. But if you go somewhere and there's a natural vibe anyway, and you're with good people and there's good music and good energy around, trust you don't need a drop.
No. Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying. Obviously, you dance and that, obviously, but you know, people smell like beer and that. And then I don't know
Oh
what
wait,
happened to
stop.
me.
So you're saying that you can't chat to gal unless you're like, wait, is that what you're saying?
No, I said dancing and that. So you do the
Oh,
maths, innit?
dancing.
But what, you're gonna dance for like what, a couple of hours, man? Now, come on, like at least when you're drunk, the time will go by, innit? I'm just looking at my phone like, all right, man, this is boring, man. But then again, I was never the clubbing guy,
you
innit?
saying that you don't like? There's no tunes that you like and shit as well.
No, I like tunes, but obviously
people
I was.
that don't drink, they still go raving for the music and shit as well.
Yeah, they were playing like, you know, them white people
the
music.
social
Like,
aspect.
they were playing like Devilman music.
They're playing. Yeah,
They
a
were
little
playing
bit of
Devilman
this
music,
and a
man.
little bit of that and
If that's your only
That sort of shit,
experience
yeah.
of clubbing, then that's a bad experience. Like, you
Yeah,
clearly
it
not-
was one. It
You
was
went
just
to
one
a
and
mad
done.
club.
One and done.
These youngers, man, listening to grime, that's what does it to you.
If they had grime, I would have been laughing there, man. I would
Do you
have
know,
enjoyed
growing
it.
up, we
Nothing.
grew up to like so much variety of music. Like, mum was listening to Duran Duran, Pavarotti, so much different things. Like, you lot are just on grime.
Nah, you speak for yourself.
Yeah, but you grew
Duran
up with
Duran,
it.
Maybe I'm older than.
You were
I
in
keep
the
forgetting I'm
80s,
actually older than you, MJ.
Oh shit!
I am quite old, aren't I?
Yeah, you are.
Hmm.
I mean, how am I supposed to
man
dance
said
to?
Duran
With a little
Duran as
bit
well,
of
bro.
luck.
Yeah, Duran. That's why I was like, what?
Duran Duran, Bananarama. Who remembers Bananarama?
He's a proper North Londoner, isn't it?
Yeah.
I recognize the name, but I couldn't tell you their songs.
Yeah,
Man
shoot,
said Pavarotti. Like, what's
Pavarotti
that?
done that
World
theme
Cup
tune,
1990
really.
or
The World
something.
Cup, yeah, so you know already.
That's why he said
But you know what
Pavarotti.
it is?
Yeah.
Hey, it's the cornetto ad. Just one cornetto.
I love a cornetto. Mint cornetto is the best.
Pause, guy. What?
No, to be fair, I prefer the hazelnut one. Pause.
Do you?
Yeah, the mint doesn't. The mint flavor is a bit like fake, artificial tasting.
Yeah, no, I don't like chocolate mint.
I do like chocolate
Yuck.
mint, but the mint has to be on point.
Are
I'm
you
with
guys
you on
talking
that
about
one.
alcohol or
Yeah.
I'm lost here?
Talking about
I'm so-
chocolate ice cream.
Oh, who the hell has it with mint, man?
See?
Not mince, mince.
See? Mint.
You can't have mince ice cream, bro. It's mince.
Not
mince.
not minced. Mince meat. Don't worry, man. I'm not talking about the Ethiopians. Don't worry, man. I'm just
Hey, don't start with that one. Now.
Wait, you're
Don't
not even
start with that
Ethiopian.
one.
You're not even
Man's
Ethiopian.
getting
What's going on?
tribal. He's
No,
already
I
getting tribal.
know, but you know.
It's alright. Sarah don't come these sides anymore, man. Fuck Ethiopia.
Man, like Ultra.
Oh
What?
shit! What I got?
Ultra, you know.
What are you saying?
Nah,
What you
Christmas light. Ho ho ho.
It's big. Like,
Bro, that's a fire hazard. That is a fire hazard.
wait,
I
Ultra, I
can't
thought you was.
sleep.
I thought
Ultra,
he was
don't go
Muslim.
sleep with all them lights on, man.
Ultra's funny, you know. Well, there ain't nothing in the
Ultra's-
tree though.
Bro, your
Where's the
electric bill's
presents
going to be
at, cuz?
high, bro.
Ultra, I thought you was Muslim, bro. What happened?
Wait, what's up?
Alhamdulillah, Ultra funky.
Man, got a halal Christmas tree, man. Come on, man. What's going on, Ultra?
Trust me, hello.
Why is it hello? Because it doesn't have an angel on the top.
Huh?
Why is it hello?
I think I got what do you
It
call
doesn't
it?
have
What do
the
you call
angel,
it
you're
when
right.
you leave Islam? Like no, I got takfir. Is it
Yeah.
takfir?
Okay.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
yeah, I got
You know
takfir.
what? It's got a surah on the top
Yeah.
of the tree. He's got a surah on the top of the tree.
Last.
Oh,
I'm
mate.
done.
That's- I should be laughing at that, man. What the?
No, you shouldn't stop there. You should.
That was funny, though. I can't lie. Yeah, damn.
Wait, did any of you not see this story about this trophy wife?
Nah,
Come on,
who was
elaborate.
Some YouTuber woman called Trophy Wife, and like obviously she's made a name for herself as some YouTuber and kind of B-list celebrity, whatever. And she, she's one of these women that does the whole like hypergamy kind of thing of like, oh, a man's got to pay for everything and blah blah blah. So she married some old geezer, and after like knowing him for a week or something like that, so she kind of became a bit famous for this. Like, I married my husband within a week of knowing him, and then a couple of years down the line now, she's come with, basically he raped her a couple of times, and then she was changing her daughter, and her daughter had some. She basically realized something was wrong in it, and the daughter was like, "Yeah, daddy done it." So she's made this whole YouTube video about it, saying
That's
like,
tragic, man.
yeah, he's done this and that to my daughter, and but again, like nothing to say. Oh, I've gone to the police. I've reported it. I've gone to yeah. Now a week later, she's come out and said, "Actually, it wasn't my husband. It was my son."
What?
He done his own sister.
Yeah.
Abused her. That's
Yeah,
how
but this is what she's saying. Now, the thing is, to be fair to the son, to everyone in this situation, nobody knows what the truth is, because this woman is just a down and out liar and attention seeker from, like, when you look at her previous videos and the way the whole story's gone, and even the fact that you're putting this on YouTube before you go and try to report it to the police. What are you doing?
Trying to earn money out of it.
Yeah, it's disgusting. Actually,
I think
disgusting.
people like that should be arrested straight away. That's negligence right there. You're going to YouTube without even finding a police report. And you're trying to make money from your kids' pain.
She set up GoFundMe. She was like, "Yeah, if anyone wants to donate."
Never let people surprise you, bro, about how scummy
And
they
then
can
talking
be.
about all the direction that her channel's going in and all of this. Like, who cares about your channel? Go look after
Proper
your
scummy.
channel.
Not only are you watching the video and then you're watching ads and then you look down at the link, it says go to my GoFundMe. Go F yourself.
Right.
What's going on here?
But yeah, I blame
You're showing Alhamdulillah Christmas.
Wait, where's the Kwanzaa, man? Where's the Kwanzaa thing, man?
Where's the candles and that? Yeah.
Where's the Manuka, man? I'm
Hey,
out here,
really?
yeah, got
Elon.
No.
Idiot.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
there you go.
I was telling Ultra the other day, I see DC Brad on TikTok trolling Muslims. Still trolling Muslims. DC Brad.
Anyway, we need to discuss about the British kid that went to Abu Dhabi or Dubai, done his thing, and got nicked, and he's doing 1
got
year.
a year,
So,
yeah.
eh,
That's a
1 year,
liberty,
1
man.
year.
The mum. Do you think the mum, yeah, if the youth
Yeah.
was like another, say it was like another Sikh youth that was
She would
over
never
there
snitch.
and she found out the same thing, you think that she would have snitched
Nope.
on the youth
Nope.
still?
But would the Sikh youth be
Alright, what if
disrespecting?
he was a Pakistani youth? Do you think he would have snitched?
No. Any Asian.
You don't. You still don't
It
think
depends
so, yeah?
how dark you are, innit? If you're like a dark Sri Lankan youth, it's game over, innit? I'm guessing, but
See, Sri Lanka,
You know what? No, but
Bangladesh, and them
to
and
be
that.
honest, something though. Maybe if he was like from like a different tribe type of thing, you know what I mean, where they don't like each other, then yeah, it's possible she might have still snitched to the feds, because I think it's just that dislike that she has for certain people or certain races that is the reason why she's called the police, not because of the age or anything like that.
yeah. Because
It's
apparently
racist.
she's.
Go on, stop.
Sorry, MJ, I cut you off. My bad.
No, go on.
No, go on, MJ. Finish.
No,
No, I'm
I'm
just saying.
talking.
Apparently, she must have snitched, to keep her daughter's honor, whatever. But you aired it out to the whole world now. Now everyone knows your daughter got BBC'd in Abu Dhabi. So
Exactly. Where's
what
the
a
honor
build?
in that?
What a build did where's the honor in that? Now everyone knows anyway.
Yeah, I don't
Muslim
believe
heads
that. That's
gonna be
just like a cover story, right? That's just like some other side story, innit? She was just being a cunt.
Yeah.
just to snitch on the fucking kid.
Exactly.
I mean,
But I don't think
you know what I'm
I don't
saying?
think she knew it was gonna go that global. She thought
Nah,
he's
she
probably
didn't
gonna
care
get
how
fined
long
or
he was gonna
something.
get or whatever in it. Like,
No,
she
I
was
meant
like
like
snitching on the
international
youth.
news.
But like, can I ask something? I've not looked into the details of this. So how did
Yeah.
the mom know that the girl?
She looked for her daughter's phone when they
Nah,
got back to London.
she found the what's the thing? You take the pill in it before you cheat, so you don't get pregnant.
What
Oh,
She
shit,
found
the
that
day
on her
after.
Morning
bag.
after, she found the
The
morning
day
after
after.
pill.
Yeah, she found that, and then she found the text messages in it. One led to
Yeah.
another, and then yeah.
Yeah,
But
so
so
the girl
what
was
was the kid in
going the
Dubai?
clips. She went to
No,
Dubai, but she was prepared. Like
that's what I
she
don't get. Were they chatting before they went there, or were they chatting there?
no. She was prepared to meet men, but like obviously
Yeah.
not. You know what I mean? She took her precautions, which you can't knock her
No,
for
no, it
that. Like,
depends. Are we talking about the contraceptive pill that women take
yeah,
on a
yeah.
daily, or the morning after pill, which is?
No, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I think the morning
She
after
found
pill.
pills. She found pills in her stomach. I mean, in the bag. Sorry, not stomach. Obviously, that alluded to she was doing the thing. So the mom went through the phone. That led
Right,
to
so
that.
really
So
phone giving it away.
yeah.
Right. Yeah, I
How
don't
many
know.
pills does she need? God
Do you
damn,
know
what
what
a hoe.
I personally think? I think it's the mom trying to teach the daughter a lesson to say, like, look, if you don't follow my rules, etc., like, this is the consequences of it. I think she's just going to an extreme to try and teach her daughter a lesson. I think she's clearly a controlling, overpowering, fucking fucked up woman.
Yeah, but that's not. I don't think. I don't believe that because I
But
think
MJ, can I ask a quick question? Do you think parents should have a say over who their children date?
100%.
I mean, yeah, you should not. You can have an opinion, you can have a preference type
You
of
can't do
thing.
nothing though.
but
Yeah.
yeah, like at the end of the day, you can't control who your children are going to be with at the end of the day, and you shouldn't. As far as that's my opinion, anyway.
And
What
the
about
maddest
putting
thing
some
is,
sort of racial bias towards that?
Say that again.
What about if they start putting some racial bias towards that? Like, I don't mind you going out and sleeping with men, but just make sure they're like of a certain color.
make sure he ain't black. That's what happens. Come on,
That's
honestly, that's what happened.
then, isn't it? Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Let's be honest. She went like scorched earth tactic just to get this boy in prison. She could have just took the L and be like, oh, you're you know
Because if
you're
this happened in
HO.
the UK, there'd literally be nothing that she could do
Oh, there's
about
nothing you can do. Nothing you can do, man.
What I don't understand is they come back to England and then she's phoning up Dubai and going, yeah, can you arrest the guy? You're not even in the country. I thought that was a bit weird.
But still, it happened in the country, innit? And they have evidence. So
Yeah, but you're not there to file the case.
What
You're not even
evidence? That's
there.
what I'm trying to say. Like,
The text
it's mad.
messages,
Even
most
that,
likely.
yeah, because like, obviously, my man's definitely not in any sort of criminal style whatever car. You know, that would have been a deny, no evidence, like, no comment, and all that sort of
He's the
stuff.
fifth.
Because, you know, come on, man. You know what I mean? Because, bro, differently, you're gonna have to bring this girl back to find the evidence first of all.
I think they forwarded all the evidence to them. But
I think
realistically,
it's
she went through
actually
the
the whole
phone.
thing. The whole thing to me is ridiculous. If you're coming from a country where you're not underage and you've been sexually active, how can then they hold you to a standard of saying, "Oh well, in our country, this would be like"? It don't make sense to me. Like
it's just how it is. If someone
I
comes
understand that you're guilty on a technicality, but
Hey,
surely
Nixie and
before you
Guy
start,
onto you can't.
yeah, they can be. It's fine. They're my haters. But I mean, is that when they when you're a judge or, for example, whatever, you do look into the case, innit? Like you're not just gonna go on a black and white thing of like, oh, you was going like even if you're speeding on the motorway and you go 1 mile an hour over, yeah, you broke the law, but they're not gonna finger you. They're not gonna do you for that. There's a bit of leeway. I'm saying if the girl's sexually active for over a year now, how has the guy done anything wrong? I don't understand. Because in her country, that's not illegal, isn't it? It's a bit of a double standard because you know these Arabs.
Wait. Can't. Hold on a second. So wait, when the guy was in Dubai and he sexted the girl, if the mum was not in Dubai, how did the mum find out?
She found out when they got back to UK.
But wait a minute. So the Brer who pressed the woman's daughter was still in Dubai.
Yeah, she was still on holiday. Yeah.
Wait. So the guy who sexted her was still
Yeah.
in Dubai,
Uh-huh.
and then the girl who got pressed went back home, found out, and then the mum reported the guy to Dubai authorities.
Yeah.
He's fuckery.
And I can't. I get what you're saying. Yeah, the whole point, even in Dubai, we know, everyone here knows Dubai, like them, the Mexican, Brazilian, English girls, they all go there to get defecated on the whole shabazz, innit? But the only thing between that Puja girls, mom, and them, they ain't snitching. And the authorities know these.
No, but hear what I'm
these
saying. Hear what I'm saying, Stops. When the Dubai man come to London with their 5 wives, you're only allowed 1 wife, right, in England. But they're saying, okay, where you come from, you're allowed 5 wives, so we'll allow you apply, innit? So man can
Yeah,
bring
but
these 5 wives to London.
can't. But you know, they don't recognize Islamic marriage, so they seeing you coming with 5 side girls or something like that. They don't acknowledge that as gay. So yeah, you know what I mean. But obviously over there, like you can do whatever you want. You can meet a girl. There's plenty of people that go to Dubai, they meet a girl, do their thing. But if you
Now, I
snitch,
swear when we looked into that the law says in England even, if you married those 5 women back home in your country, when you bring them to England, they all still get recognised as wives. I swear that they said they're going to change it to that, or they have already changed it to that.
is that when you're coming on holiday or when you're moving to England?
If you're making a religious guy accept that he's
you know what it
women
was,
are side
yeah?
hoes.
Was that, hey, if the girl was like 16, 15 or something, that was like clear.
She was 4 weeks
But
off
she's
being
like
17.
10 weeks, 10 weeks younger than the dude, isn't it? Like the dude's like 18.
Yeah. They're
or just
literally the
turned
same
18,
age.
and she's like 10 weeks younger, innit? Like, so it's basically she's 18 as well, man.
Well, now she
and you
is
know,
it now.
in the UK, the mitigating circumstances would have been that, like, they're basically they're in the same age range, innit? Like they're in the same generation, sort of thing, right? Rather than it being someone that's like a clear older man or woman with a clear younger man or woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, or younger boy or girl, sort of thing.
And these law don't even operate on Sharia law. They operate on their own law, innit?
No, it ain't nothing to do with Sharia law. This ain't Sharia law.
But there's a lot of lives people saying, oh yeah, like, you know, it's just that the Arabs hate the, you know, black people and that. I mean, I'm not gonna say they do or they don't, but obviously.
No, they do.
No, I'm not. That's
what
up
I'm
to the
seeing
people,
here is
innit?
that a lot of people are being harsh with Marcus or whatever, and it does seem like to me that seems like where the racial stereotypes are coming into play, where it's like, right, if it was someone else, then
that's what I'm saying.
would be
I'm
more
saying
understanding
in
or
this
whatever.
particular
You know what I'm saying? It would have
case,
been
his
more
blackness went
papers,
against him.
all that sort of stuff there. Like, so
Yeah.
Nah, I mean, I've seen, you know, people, white guys
that's
going
a harsh
to.
story, bro.
There's way more harsher stories than that, honestly. Even including white people going to Dubai with a little bit of THC vape thing, whatever it is. Man got like 10 years or something.
Yeah, but that's a clear, but that's a clear violation, though, right? There's no explanation for that. Man's taken something to the place, innit? Like, differently. This Beans is basically 18. She could have told him she was 18. You know, there's bare different reasons why he could have just believed that she was 18. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, when I was that age, like 17, if I was 17 coming on 18 or whatever, I would have been saying I was 18 before I was even 18, especially on holiday. Are you mad? Come on, man.
Yeah, nah, it makes sense.
I'm 10 weeks away from 18, it's my 18th birthday coming up. I'm already saying I'm 18 out here, cuz, bro.
Even if he's 18 and she's 17 and she's got a couple of weeks, I mean, their age is so close to each other, like, you can't see that as, you know, PDF file or anything like that of them sorts.
Yeah,
but
that's not the
obviously,
same, man.
they
wouldn't be the
just
same
went,
in the UK.
But I'll be honest, they went crazy on him with the law because he's black, innit? Let's be honest now, but it is what it is, innit? Just don't go to these countries and just be careful, man. Just watch out with the Asian people. They love to snitch, man.
For real.
It's a mad thing still. Yeah, it's a mad thing still, cuz, like, mad.
I'm doing 1 year, man. That is crazy, man.
And 1 year in what's allegedly a hellhole prison.
They better show him some love in there, man.
Jeez, that's mad. one beat that's legal in your spot.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie.
That
I'm just
should
gonna
make it
be.
in
I'm just gonna be
that should be legal
controversial,
still.
bro. No, I agree that the Bio authorities are doing nothing wrong provided there's evidence by arresting the brer. Check this out, right?
I agree with you.
If the, wait,
I
hold
actually
on.
agree with you.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Listen carefully, and I will literally apply this logic to my own children as well. That's how fucking stern I'm gonna be. If Khan, I'm gonna use Khan because Khan's a character, right? Khan, right? Khan, if you walked into my house or my home, right, and you walked in with your shoes on, and just before you came onto the top floor, right, you'd walk through a fucking grass patch full of mud. Now, in your home, Khan, maybe you don't wipe your feet before you come in to the house, right? But if you tried to do that shit in my house, there's going to be a problem. So if you, it's not to say you don't know. Wait, do you not?
Bro, hold on. Your analogy is a bit
Fuck
wobbly,
it.
bro.
Here's the thing: the law is the law in my house, right? And that's the end of the story. I'm not gonna bend it for anyone. I think it doesn't matter race.
Yeah, the law's the
religion.
same in the UK, right? So like someone that is 15, yeah, and someone that's 16, and they was 10 weeks away from 16 or whatever, and they say they CPS decided to bring that to court or whatever, that probably wouldn't even go to court, innit? Because they would say, the CPS would say the mitigating circumstances in that the defense lawyer would be able to just close that
It would
case.
be
or
in the
whatever.
public
Like,
interest.
that's really
I
the
hear
point.
that. If you can get a great lawyer, nine times out of 10 you can get off with pretty much anything. But what I'm saying is, if the law is A and you fucking break law, I just think, well, you broke fucking law. Here it is.
All right, you broke the law, but what I'm saying is there has to be a bit of leeway.
was that
There
all right?
has
Cool.
to be leeway.
Maybe in a situation, yeah, where someone's gone out to your country to purposely break the law or whatever, yeah. But
That's
in
what she
this
did.
scenario,
That's what the girl
it's the
did.
circumstances of the way that the guy's been arrested, right? It's that because the mum's come home, brought her daughter away from being arrested or whatever. So you're saying in that scenario, would you be allowing your child to be arrested and the other child to be arrested in this scenario? We're bringing your child away from being arrested because both of them committed the crime, right? Yeah. So you brought your child away from being arrested
No,
or
she's
getting
free
any charges or
from
whatever.
she's free from prosecution because being underage, that's classed as statutory rape. So she's free from prosecution. She's free from any kind of even side eye in this situation, legally
But the thing
speaking.
is, if she's saying that she's consented, then we can take that statutory thing away from her, right? Or like let's just put that aside because she's
No, because what they're trying to say here is that if you're under the age of being able to give consent, then that's where the thing. But in the UK, the mitigating circumstances would be that because they're so close in age, that it wouldn't be that she wasn't
It
old
wouldn't be
enough
in the
to give
public
consent or
interest
whatever. It's
because
because
it's understandable circumstances, etc. So it's not like he's some kind of predator. But what was I gonna say? Oh, I forgot.
no, but I'm saying here, but the point still stands though, right? That you brought that even if you didn't think your child was going to get arrested or whatever, you brought your child out of the country, went home, or so and so. There was the other child that was still there, and then decided to ring the police on the child, so he gets arrested in that country or whatever. Like that's the harsh side of it, isn't it? What Ultra's saying about if you go out and commit a crime in the country, of course, you do the crime, you do the time and all that sort of stuff there. But the circumstances of the way the guy got arrested is, I don't even think there'd be many parents that would agree with the way that was.
It's not right.
dealt
She's
out.
fully taken advantage of the system over there, and I think that's probably what's happened. Is she's probably spoken to
Wait a
this,
minute, MJ.
spoken about.
MJ, I sure I gave you some orders, man. What go on?
You said your belly was full already. Shush. Anyway.
Oh yeah. All right.
Thank
No,
you.
don't worry. Sorry, forget it. Keep going. Forget it.
Man's losing his mind and becoming demented. What's wrong with you? Flipping, what was that? Oh, it made me forget what I was saying now. It'll come
About
back
the age of consent and all that sort of stuff there.
Yeah. So I feel like someone's like the mom's probably spoken to one of our friends about this, where we're like, oh my god, I took her out to Dubai and this has happened and and the friend's like, oh, over there it's illegal for them to do that. So she's just taking advantage of that situation because, as we said, over here You wouldn't be number one in this situation. What happened wouldn't have been illegal in this country, and even if it was, as you said, given the circumstances of the short difference in age, then they would have been given a bly. It wouldn't have been in the public interest to prosecute the guy. But I think the lesson for everyone to learn from this is that when you do travel and you do go to other countries, be aware that there is laws. Like most of us knew up until a couple of years ago, if you go to Thailand or
but another lesson is if you're black, I don't know why the fuck your black face is taking planes to Dubai. Do not go to Dubai with your black face thinking that everything's all cool, because I don't know if it is. You get me? Like, all these different stories that we keep hearing about, let alone just this one, it's mad still. Like, don't go to Dubai, cuz.
I think that he was out there with his family, though. He was with his family.
Go to African countries. Go to West Africa. Go Gambia.
No, but Vel, he went out there with the man them, like, doing all sorts of madness. He was there with his family.
Well, maybe his family
I'm just saying, man.
Else.
No. We all know it's about the color. So
yeah, cuz I've never wanted to go Dubai, innit? Like, but I'm saying that
it's not an economy that
it does seem like the mum saw it was this black cute here and said, fuck that. My man's getting something for that. You hear me?
Yeah.
I think it's a bit hard.
I'm not the only person that said
what kind of law? It don't make sense. Like, the girl has been sexually active for a year, legally speaking, in her country. We don't know when she actually started her sex career, but legally speaking, she's been sexually active for 1 year. You expecting that girl to abstain from sex the whole 2 months she's in Dubai? That's a bit crazy.
Yeah, because it's illegal. But the thing is, it's like, imagine you're 17.
They shouldn't be.
No, but hold
on a family holiday. Wait, hold on, MJ. You know, as a parent, if you're bringing your adult cutes away, you're not expecting them to do certain things just out of respect for being with you on that parents, even if they was able to do them sort of things there legally back wherever they was in it. Like, right, all right, you might meet a little beans or say a little this, that, and the other in it. Like, but I don't know. I don't know. Maybe in my days, in it, when I was like, I say, going on holiday with my parents at the ages when you could do
things still happen, innit?
Yeah, but it's like
as an 18-year-old,
if you haven't got your own hotel room, then yeah, if you got your own hotel room, maybe that might be a bit different, innit? But if you haven't,
But yeah, this law thing, obviously, it goes both ways, isn't it? Because, like I was just gonna say to Con, obviously over here you can drive when you're 17, get your license, pass your test, do all of that, yeah. But you go to America now, certain places you got to be. No, actually, that's the wrong example because it's younger in America with driving. Let's take the alcohol one, because over here you can drink when you're 18, but then in America, certain places it's 21. So you could make that argument in America of, well, in the UK, I've been able to drink for the past 2 years legally as a 20-year-old, but they're not going to take that into consideration. Their law is still their law that you have to be 21.
I'm not saying that he never broke the law. I'm just saying the punishment should have taken a lot of things into consideration and maybe even given him a suspended sentence or whatever. But for him to be serving 1 year hard time is just crazy. It's just
it's all about jurisdiction, isn't it? Like, remember, every law thing, whatever police department, etc., has a certain jurisdiction. So whatever happens in their jurisdiction, they have say over that. And it doesn't matter where you come from or where you've lived before or what age you are or what the law is where you are. It just depends on what the law is in their jurisdiction. That's all they give a shit about.
I don't know, man. I think in England, it's a bit
really
different.
and truly, the only mitigating circumstances that I feel like would have, or they should, or his legal team should have been pressing on, was that she's so close to the age of consent that, you know, like, it might not be as a clear-cut case as someone has taken advantage of someone that's not old enough to make that decision for themselves.
Oh, really? That's a slippery slope, bro. That's too much of a
wait,
slippery slope,
bro, it's not, because she's 10 weeks younger than him. Yeah,
slippery
17,
slope, bro.
No, it's not.
I'm
She's
saying,
10
bro,
weeks
listen,
younger.
I'm
Bro,
saying no.
listen, let me finish that.
I'm saying
No,
10
wait.
weeks,
No,
10 weeks,
bro, listen, you can't cut the explanation, yeah, with it's a slippery slope, and then go into a whole new explanation before I've actually made the explanation. Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
But
hold on.
it's slippery slope.
Wait.
But keep going. Yeah, keep
Wait,
going.
hold on. Let me finish, bro. Let me finish. That was the point of why I was saying that, was to let me finish. Was that
It's a slippery
obviously
slope, but keep
someone
going, he
that's
said.
someone that's 10 weeks, someone that's 10 weeks younger than someone with the age of consent is not like you're opening up a barrier for someone that's like 10 years younger than someone to take advantage of being able to convince them to feel like it's their own decision when they've just been grooming them for however long or whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? That's not the same sort of scenario, bro. That's the main reason why I'm saying it's not still, but I'll let you make the slippery slope argument now. So
I think it's more of a relevant point that she's been sexually active for the whole year she's been legal beagle. Do you know what I mean? I think that is her human right. She's saying, where I'm from, I'm an adult. I'm entitled to have sex with men. If I meet them and I like them, I'm gonna fuck them. It's no one's business but my own. And that's how she's living her life. So when you expect her to move to another country and all of a sudden put stops on her own body's natural responses is a bit extreme, I think. And I think it should have been taken into consideration that this girl hasn't been violated in any way. She's living her best life. There's nothing wrong with that. I think that they should have definitely given my man a suspended sentence.
I want to hear Ultra's slippery slope argument, man.
What was his argument? That the gap in the age is
saying that a 10-week gap doesn't mean that the person is.
I think what he means by that
is mature. Wait, hold on, listen. Saying someone that's 10 weeks younger than the age of consent with someone that's older or someone that is at the age of consent, like just at the age of consent, saying that the person that was 10 weeks younger isn't mature enough to make that decision for themselves.
I'm with Ultra on that one. I think if it was your birthday party and you had sex before 12 o'clock and you were still like a couple of hours from being legal, maybe you can make that argument. But otherwise, the law's got to be strict on that one, I think. Otherwise, there's no point having that law.
Like, I'm not making an argument to say, like, all right, so, like, I think someone else made this argument that the age of consent is whatever in my country, and we've been doing whatever in my country for so long, and now I've come out here and I just want to do whatever. Like, I don't think that's a good argument.
Why?
Like, because like there's other countries around the world, like Romania's like 14 and all them sort of stuff there, isn't it? Like, so it's different ages to different ages in different countries, isn't it? Like, it's because, like I was saying, because the person is so close to the age, like 10 weeks away from the age, like in theory, unless they're an extremely immature person or someone with mental disabilities, in theory, they'll be mature enough to actually make that decision without being
No, I think you made a good point there. I
groomed
think that,
or whatever by someone that's older, especially if the person's just 18 themselves.
You made a good point still. You made
all those circumstances, but regarding you're Ultra there.
Ultra's at the power cut. Too much Christmas lights.
Ultra's doing this.
He's at the power cut, mate.
Suspended. Leave us in suspense and all that to make his argument and all them sort of shits there.
Ultra.
I don't actually think it's a bad argument that's being made, though.
Hey, come here. Say G.
Block.
Yo, Ultra, what's your argument against the slippery slope argument?
G block.
Got the minute Ultra gang, come on.
All right, quickly though, really, like, I heard you talking, and the only thing I was doing was just listening to respond. So here goes. It's a slippery slope, bro. And I'm saying absolutely no wiggle room at all, ever, under any circumstances. None. None. No wiggle room. No extenuating circumstances. No leeway. I don't give a shit if it's 24 hours. You wait until the stroke of midnight. There's the rules. Yeah? We can't do this far left bullshit where it's like, oh, let people live however they want. Come on. Don't let people live however they want. Don't judge anyone's lifestyle. No.
That's not an argument. Wait, no. That's not an argument that's being made.
No.
Let everyone do what they want.
You know what I'm saying?
And blah, 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 blah,
It's a
blah.
slippery
The
slope.
argument
It's a
is...
slippery slope.
No, the argument... No, Ultra, it's not. Because you still haven't made an argument against the point that I'm making, yeah? You just made a whole different argument with all these other bits and pieces in it, yeah? Like I say, my argument is that with someone being 10 weeks away from being 18, yeah, like the girl's actually 18 right now, and the boy being 18, was that the girl is, in theory, unless she's... has some sort of mental condition and she's mentally immature
Deficient.
whatever, then that would be one of the reasons why it would still be bad for someone to try to make that decision. But if there's actually nothing wrong with her or whatever, and she's just like an average person, then I feel like she would be mature enough to make that decision for herself if she's 10 weeks younger. But you didn't make an argument against that. You just said, "Oh, just some lefty stuff talking about some."
No. Forget the lefty stuff. My main point is this: a slippery slope. And one thing that makes me uncomfortable is slippery slopes. I'm saying the rules are the rules. Let's just stick to them, innit?
All right, but in the UK, these same rules that you're saying, the rules are the rules. That 10 weeks gap or whatever meant the person would have got a not guilty charge.
Yep, 100% agreed with and understood. But guess what? They didn't do it here. They did it in the next man's home. So therefore, what applies in my home don't necessarily apply in what happens in Veli's home. And what happens in Veli's home doesn't necessarily apply to what happens in Khan's home. And what happens in Khan's home doesn't necessarily correspond to what happens in Wendy Wu's home, because we know Wendy Wu doesn't have spices on her spice rack. She has salt and pepper.
No, but bro, come on, man. Come on, make a strong, bro. You're a better argument. You make better arguments than that, man. You're not even making because the rules are the rules.
Normally I do,
Then
right?
just
But I
sticking
won't
to the
lie.
rules.
I've
Like,
had
bro,
some
that's not
wine
a fucking
today.
argument, man.
Wait, Belly. I've had wine today for the first time in like ages. So for me, it's a strong argument. Just let me have it, please. I said, please. I have manners.
Please.
What the hell? Imagine saying that, but because the rules are the rules, and that's the rules. All right, cool. But again, if he had the right legal protection, he might not have even got guilty in that scenario or situation.
But that's the thing about when
and
you're in a
also,
different country, you don't even know what the legal system, representation, or allowances are going to be. Because you can say, "Yeah, I have a
the
great
slippery slope
in the UK,"
story,
but
yeah.
what does that mean in Dubai?
And the slippery slope story, I don't see that as well. Like, bro, how is it a slippery slope to say that someone that's like 2 months younger than that age of consent may not be able or may be able to give their consent to an action that requires them to be 2 months older in that decision? And that, how would that be a slippery slope?
Yeah, I don't really see it as being a slippery slope. I think things like this need to be taken on a case-by-case basis. And obviously, if you are going to give allowances for certain things, like maybe there should be restrictions on it. So no more than, let's say, 3 months or 4 months, 6 months, something like that in terms of age difference. That can be considered as given some leniency, you know what I mean? But yeah, I think so long as
it happens in other scenarios with people being found guilty or not guilty or going to adult prisons and child jails or whatever. Some people might be a couple months below. Like with the Ruda Cabana kid, he wasn't 18 yet. He wasn't old enough to give out his name or whatever. But because of the circumstances, he was going to be 18 in a couple weeks or couple months or whatever. They still released his name.
Right. So yeah, just from saying they can bend the rules.
That's actually a really good point. That is a really good point. But that happened in England.
Yeah.
right?
But I'm just
So
saying.
in England,
like,
the judges have that the ability to make
man
that.
don't really know the law of Dubai like that. If they're gonna give you slide or mitigating circumstances, or if it's like just if you're one day, even if she was 18 tomorrow, and it was yesterday, then it's still guilty or whatever. So
I think they just wanted to use him as an example, alongside mocking him at the same time. But I think it's an example to show people, like, yeah, you ain't gonna get away with shit in our country.
Yeah.
Mm.
Maybe this whole
man, if you can pay for the right protection, he would have bust case in it there. His lawyer would have slapped it away and gave
that's true as well.
Circumstances.
So he said, if you're going to Dubai, make sure you got Dubai protection money and blackmail money as well.
MJ, what do you think about the black community's upset with the UK government for not really putting in the effort with this case? A lot of people were complaining, saying that their boy got left out in the cold.
I mean,
do you think that they could have at least made a few phone calls or something?
You know what
on
it is
behalf
though,
of the
yeah?
kid?
It's like Stops was saying, yeah, there is some other cases that happened with, like, we'll say, like, even like white children in other countries where the being able to make contact with the embassy to try to get them transferred to British prisons and all them sort of stuff there doesn't really happen. You know what I'm saying? I swear there was a lady, a school teacher or something that was in Thailand that was gonna get shot in the shooting lineup for transporting drugs or something like that, and the British government was trying to get her off and all that, and they couldn't get that done still. So yeah, banging up abroad is a real thing, cuz. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
What do you think about Nico's comment there, Veli? Nico's put a little comment for you. Should I read it or do you want to read it?
Man. Nico's the actual liar, innit? Yeah, because you know what he's
It's a
trying
bit of
to
a harsh
say.
allegation what he's coming with, man. I don't even want to read it out.
You gotta be serious. Like, everyone that was here listening knows that no one's not trying to say that you should co-sign underage sex. Like, he's a fucking spastic. You know what I mean? Like,
You sure Nico's not
hold
ultra?
on, yeah? Think about this though, yeah. Wait, hold on. Think about this though, yeah. Imagine, yeah, Mary J and Axum sitting on the panel listening right now. If I was saying stuff about you should be able to have flipping sex with underage girls, you don't think that they would have been making up noise from ages ago?
It's a bit harsh allegation.
Or you think they would have been agreeing with what I'm saying?
Well,
Talking about, man.
I don't know about Axum, but MJ
Still
definitely would
fucking
object.
spastics,
Shush, you can't.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
The thing is, though, like, when it comes to this topic, it's a sensitive one, and obviously this whole age of consent is different in different countries. And to me, I don't even know if, like, when you say, okay, the UK, the age of consent is 16, I look at a lot of 16-year-olds and think, you don't even know how to tie your shoelaces, let alone know, like, the consequences of having sex or having a healthy relationship, healthy sex, safe sex, whatever it may be. You know what I mean? A lot of these don't have the actual capacity to think about this. But then again, I know 16-year-olds that can run whole households. So how can you just put one age on a whole population of people and agree that it's actually...
You know what it was, yeah?
You know?
I think it's really because of the width of the hips to be able to give birth without
complication,
dying or complications or any of that sort of stuff. Yeah.
But it should be based on a lot more than that, like, because obviously women develop physically at different rates and stages, and emotionally at different rates and stages as well. So it's very hard to say when a woman is actually ready just by going.
It was lower in the UK.
Yeah, they're not
It got
supposed to
raised.
put an age on it, to be honest. I don't think it's... Yeah, to put an age on it. Some women get a period when they're girls. Not even women get a period when they're 9, 10 years old. Are they done? Are they good?
No,
they're not. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. But I was thinking about something else. In Dubai, are you allowed to get married with a girl when she's like 14?
Nah,
Huh?
it's not.
What's
It's not
the-
Sharia.
Yeah, but
It's not
before
Sharia.
the age of consent in the UK was 14, and then got raised to 16.
You see? Yeah, this is
Where in Dubai or in UK?
No, in UK.
Okay.
No, she's asking about Dubai.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I did the age too.
Okay. No, I'm just asking because most of these Muslim countries, the age of marriage is like very low, isn't it? So
Yeah, Dubai's at 18 though.
you need to be 18 in Dubai. Okay, Stepzilla. Yeah. Okay.
I think. Do you know what? Yeah, I think that they got a Sharia law for the Dubai residents, like the
locals,
United Arab Emirates guy,
Mm-hmm.
and then for the tourists and the people that
Yeah,
like
because it's zonal.
expats from wherever,
It's
they
zonal.
got like this other law, like the age at 18 and all the other bits and pieces.
Because it's zonal, isn't it? You're entering a different zone. It's like you're entering a different country or a different state within the country. It's like in
So-
America, it changes from state to state. It's like that.
It says, I'm reading here that the minimum age for marriage in Dubai is 18, but there are some exceptions. So children under 18 can get married with a judge's permission.
Yeah.
Puberty and guardian's permission. Children who have reached puberty can get married with a judge's permission and the consent of their guardian. And then it says Sharia law. In Sharia
That's
law,
where they got
It's
him, MJ, with the parent, because remember the
Yeah.
parent hasn't given consent.
Okay.
So they said, "Oh, the parents not given. I've not given consent for this to take place."
No,
So-
this
so
is
now we're
marriage we're
arrested.
talking about. This is marriage.
Yeah.
So,
But that's what they class as marriage, though, right?
I suppose, yeah. I suppose they're going to put it under the same kind of standards, yeah.
So it was the mum that got him,
Yeah.
the evil bitch. There's some mums like that, they're just jealous of their daughters, like, because they're young still and they've got options. And she's like, I'm old and I'm stuck with your dad and I hate him. Do you know what I mean? The
I think
bitterness.
it's more about honor, though, in this case, don't you think?
Possibly.
It's more about the honor, like.
Yeah, but like someone said earlier on, says, where's the honor in doing this and everyone now knowing that your daughter is spoiled? Because that's if that's the honor. of the
Yeah,
sex-
she put it out there though. She destroyed her own daughter's life now by showing, my daughter.
That's what I mean. There's an element
No, it
of
was just to be
resentment towards the
spiteful,
daughter.
just to be a cunt. She didn't think
Yeah.
she was going to get publicity from it, but it was just to be spiteful. But because
Well,
it was
it's too late
being
now,
such a
'cause-
cunt, that's why it got publicity.
Jeds has put her face out there now. It's all over for them. Jeds was like,
No, but it's-
listen,
it
if
was
you're
in the
old
newspaper
enough to
before
do
that.
this, I'm putting your face up every time I go live.
Yeah, it can't be for
Praying
honor,
for
man,
that still.
because honor means that you would want less people to find out, right? As less people as
Yeah.
possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a story like this, is not something usual. So a newspaper would pick that up, even
But
if it's
I
just a
don't
one-time
really
story or
think it's
whatever.
about what's it called, jealousy and stuff. Nah, I don't think it's about the jealousy from the mom to.
But have you seen their faces though? The mum's
No.
like really old and haggard and ugly, and she's got like a mean face. And the
Lol.
daughter's actually cute. Like, she's actually cute. So like, there could be a bit of jealousy there.
And the mum just looks like an older version of the daughter, man. Yeah.
She had a bit of a Cruella de Vil face, like witch looking, a witch face.
Yeah, stops to saying her
The
mom
mum
was
is
a
just
waste.
the cunt for doing that, or like being spiteful for the, you know why, for the youth, innit? Like, because the consensual thing was like, yeah, it's mad still. This is mad still.
Yeah, someone's getting sent back to India to get married.
Maybe, do you know what would be crazy? Yeah, see, like if we grew up in America and the age of consent was 21 in our state or whatever, yeah, then we would be looking at this like, yeah, this is right or whatever, and all that sort of stuff there, because don't you think? Because
Yeah,
you've grown
it's the
up
same.
in the
It's the same
UK,
thing.
the age of
Yeah.
consent 16. So you know that people was having sex before they were 16 and all that sort of stuff there. But because of the society that you've grown up in, and what's normal to you, that's why it seems like right, so harsh or whatever. Maybe if you're from another place, it might not seem.
I don't necessarily
that
think
harsh,
that
so.
their age of consent is harsh. I think it's up to them. And obviously it's protecting, well, they're trying to protect the women in some sort of way, right? So I can't really disagree with their age, but it's just in this particular situation where the guy obviously comes from here, is a British resident, British citizen. Why is he being punished by their rules? It seems a little bit unfair.
Yeah.
Their rules are their rules, isn't it?
Yeah, the rules are the rules, but the mom should punish her daughter instead of the poor kid. This is what I mean. Like, yeah, nah, you're doing
No, she
wrong.
definitely did. That girl definitely is being tortured right now.
No. Why did the mom put the poor kid in this situation, though? It's her daughter who's been dealing with him. You know what I mean? I think it's on the kid, on her daughter still. I don't know.
I think I suppose the daughter's kind of lucky that this is being publicized in the way that it has been, because
Oh, she's gonna have an OnlyFans soon.
No. What I'm saying is any kind of shame punishment that she would have gotten, that can't happen now, because all eyes are on that family, innit?
It's true. This could actually go the opposite way of what the mum wanted. Her being exposed and known as a sexually active, whatever. Don't want to say she's like a slut or anything, but obviously having sex on holiday with someone you don't know, it's not really good for a reputation. This could go the opposite way. Like I said,
No, but it's not even that. It's not bad on the girl, because she didn't tell her mum to call the police on the boy or whatever. She only told her mum because her mum was asking her mad questions or whatever, innit? Like, found this, found that.
No, but I'm saying
So
the mum
obviously she didn't lie to her mum.
trying to
innit? She just
protect her
told mum the
daughter.
truth.
Yeah, the mum's trying to protect the daughter from this like mad lifestyle she thinks her daughter's living. But by exposing it, it could have the reverse effect, where people could come and start offering this girl big money now to do mad things. We know about that girl that slept with 100 guys in one day. People out there doing these mad things now.
Yeah, but that's a bit of a big stretch, though, man.
No,
You know what I
he's
mean?
right though. She's probably getting
that-
tickets, fucking sent tickets to come back to Dubai and do all of that.
Yeah,
Bring your own
absolutely.
links,
I think
bring your
that's a
shower
bit of
gel.
a stretch,
Come back
Bring
to
the
Dubai, bring
baby
your shower
oil.
gel with you.
One thing that girl's doing, she definitely ain't going back to Dubai, because
No, not after this. Oh my days. I feel sorry for both kids, yeah, but yeah, the mom is just evil.
Trust me, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, her mom is just evil, next level. If she wanted to punish someone, obviously, take care of your own, innit? But yeah, poor kids, man. A whole life
Yeah, man,
in the next
they
country.
were just being teenagers, man. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Like,
exactly. They were just kids.
they were just being
Do
teenagers.
what kids do, or teenagers. Yeah.
Yeah.
I said if it happened in the UK, there'd be nothing she could do about it. Absolutely nothing. But yeah, the daughter, she messed up, man. Delete your messages. Why are you letting your mum go through your phone? Stop it.
But her mom
Well,
found
she-
the
she
outfit
was
in the
sloppy.
bag, though. That's peak.
Yeah, well, see, she didn't think her mum was going to be going through her phone or whatever. She was just keeping the messages to link man when it comes back to the ends, innit? So, that's the last thing that this girl actually thought was going to happen, alright? Think about it on that side. Like, she weren't thinking that her mum's going to find out, sent my man jail. Now we're going to be doing people on YouTube that haven't met them in ever are going to be discussing this shit for years to come and shit. Yeah. Being the fucking Guardian and the Daily Mail and all that sort of shit there.
I feel sorry for the guy that obviously not even having family out there. Who's going to visit you? How much is it going to cost the family to go back and forth to that shitty country to go and visit him and make sure he's all right and pay for legal.
No one ain't visiting no one, man.
They got to
What
go
you
fund me, man. So like, even if it's like a $5 or whatever, you know, every little helps, man.
Yeah, man. Big up
Donate to
thingy,
their
man.
GoFundMe.
Big up them lot that set up that thing for the kid, that Elaine the Pain and them lot. Big them up still.
I'll check it out. Because that's what I'd be thinking of, to be fair. If that was to happen to my child or, you know, I mean, anyone that I know, I'm just more thinking that how are you going to survive out there and how are we going to make sure that you're okay? Because that's a foreign place and we don't know the system, we don't know nothing, you know what I mean? So, and then it's just, yeah, it's just money. Money.
It's the Arab country, you know. Their jails are no joke. No way. Like,
I'm
it's
saying.
not like being in Scandinavia or England. Like, I feel sorry for him. And on top of it, like his skin color.
Hey, you know what's funny, yeah? Listen, yeah, see, if we was making an argument of something about this being bad or whatever, and British culture being rubbish and so and so, people will be making up bare noise in the chat, right? Talking about, oh, you are trying to hate on Britain, you're racist, and all that sort of stuff there, yeah. But if anyone says, oh, yeah, but it's not like the same people are making arguments, yeah, not Victor, yeah, but like Nico and others, yeah, they're making arguments saying, yeah, but it's their culture. it's their culture, yeah. But
It's their culture to break laws when they're abroad.
It's their culture.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Cool, man. You man want to celebrate culture anytime you want to make an argument against whatever we're saying, but when we, yeah, me, so.
Yeah, you're right, man. These are
It's
just
different when
trolling.
the culture's on their doorstep, isn't it?
Say it again.
I said it's different when the culture's on their doorstep.
True. Big up Mood Best, man. Long time.
1 minute you got it so bad, Nico. Nico. Stopzilla wants to watch some jail videos. Why you want to watch man in jail, Stopzilla? Tell me.
Yeah, why for that anyway? Yeah, but that's even a dumb argument that man's making, yeah, because like I literally said in the statement, like I don't know why anyone with a black face is going to a place like Dubai.
It's true. They don't want you.
I don't know
why are you going there? They just don't want you there.
Yeah, I don't know why, bro. So it's a mad argument, cause yeah, and no one's never made an argument that you should just be able to do whatever you want in someone's argument. So I'm saying that in someone's country, sorry, like even if if there's a law being or a law that's been broken or whatever, being contravened a statute or whatever, yeah, then there's always mitigating circumstances that are for and against for the argument of the person making the law. In this situation, I feel like the mitigating circumstances on Marcus's side should have been enough for him to be found not guilty, or for the punishment for him to receive should have been a time served or whatever. Just get out of the country, or you know what I mean? That's something leading to a 1 year in jail or up to 20 years in jail. Like, I don't think
Yeah, that's what I don't understand. Like, if it was one of their own girls and she was a V-Reg or something, that's a completely different scenario. To it being some tourist who's already been banged out by a bare man and she's getting man sent down. That's crazy.
Nah, you don't know that, Dark Khan. Don't put shit on her, man. You don't know that.
Yeah, you keep saying that about the girls still, man.
What kind of girls have sex on holiday?
Yeah, but we don't really know nothing that much about the girl, innit, man? So you can't really say that still. Yeah, that's not even a argument to say why man shouldn't be in jail or whatever. It was because she's so close to the age of consent, and he's like so close to her age. Like their age gap's 10 weeks. That's really what the mitigating circumstances should have been. Because their age gap is so close.
She was how many weeks away
she
from
could have
being
been
18?
in a mature enough position to make that decision without it being leading to a jail sentence and all that sort of stuff there.
How long was she away from being 18?
10 weeks.
Mad.
10 weeks. Right.
That's
So how old was he?
She's 18 now. 18, yeah.
Mm. Yeah.
MJ, I think it was his birthday, innit? Didn't he just turn 18? And this whole thing took 10 weeks to happen.
Yeah. He just turned 18 when they went on the holiday.
Right. So it was a 10-week.
10 weeks. Exactly.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, in that style as well. Like,
Yeah.
it's
No,
not
that's what I'm
like
trying to
my
figure out.
man's, even if my man was like 28 or something like that, then like, yo, I don't think people will be making a big argument as much as they're making or whatever, innit? Like, but it's because the age gap is so close, innit? They're both basically the same age. So
Had it
Yes,
happened
technically,
a
when
couple
they
of days
flew out,
before, they
they
both
would've-
would have been 17.
Yeah, exactly
No,
that.
they just want to
Like,
make
they
an
could have been
example.
in the same class at school. That's really the argument, isn't it? They could have been in the same class at school, though.
Nice. Yeah, man. People, just be careful when you're traveling. Like, seriously, that's the only thing that we can take from this is know, like, the laws and stuff when you're traveling, because these certain countries are just ready to arrest people and knock you up, and you ain't got no rights. It doesn't matter where you come from and what the law is.
Do you think, MJ, there's a type of arrogance with us British people, though? When we go abroad, it's like we didn't look into adapt to other people's ways, really, innit? I've noticed that.
Do
British
you know
people
what,
are a
Rod?
little bit like up to shenanigans wherever they go.
Do you know what? That's more of a London thing.
You think?
Yeah. It's a London thing, because even when Londoners come out of London and go to like other parts of the UK, they have this whole like London. But I'm from London. I drive how I want to. I'm from London. I park where I want to.
Sounds about right. It does sound
that
right.
London mentality, right?
Yeah.
I think they take that abroad as well. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
But I don't know.
I think
if
that's
the rest of the UK
that's
is
maybe what this
necessarily
girl was doing. Like, she's like, "Who cares, man? We don't need to check no rules." And then ended up getting another person in trouble.
But
Unfortunately,
some people do, because I've heard a lot of people talking about it before, like before this incident even happened.
Hey, Khan, you're doing your best to try and blame the girl for the brother guy in jail, but it's the mum that informed on the brother to make the brother go jail. So you can't really blame the girl in it, yeah.
Yeah, let me
No,
just
but
double check.
what I'm saying in this
Yeah.
situation,
Mum
because she's
informed.
technically underage, she's not guilty of anything. Because, like I said, it goes down to statutory, innit? So she's not old enough to make decisions. So legally speaking, yeah, she's void of any kind of side eye
guys.
whatsoever.
Hey, sis.
Oh, it's you, yeah? Okay. Hi.
Who did you think it was?
Hey, big up,
No, I
big
just
up.
had to double check, you know? It's been a minute
Yeah,
still.
yeah. How is everyone?
Yeah, we're good, thank you.
Oh, we're good. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, big up.
How are
everyone.
you?
I'm good, man. I'm blessed. I can't complain.
You had some good news, yeah, in your country.
In what?
Yeah,
In
some
my
good news for Ethiopia. Yeah,
Khan.
can you not?
What are you up to?
Yeah.
What are you up to?
Just saying that there was good news. Like, there's some political solutions, which is good. That means, inshallah, people don't have to die.
Oh my days.
Listen, African politics is just bullshit, anyways. People are
Do you
still dying
think?
as we
Do you think it's all bullshit? Could be,
Yeah,
innit?
bullshit.
That's
Abby
Could be
doesn't care,
bullshit.
man. It's just bullshit, man. It's just rhetoric, innit? People are
They're
dying right
shaking
now, man.
hands.
People are dying right now, so
You
Hey,
saying they're
so-
just doing it for the gram, yeah?
Hey, Miss Eri, see, you've been in Dubai quite a lot, though, right?
no, I'm
You
a
know-
resident.
you know a
there,
bit-
yeah. My business is
Yeah,
out
you
there.
know. Okay. So you know a bit about the rules and all that sort of stuff. There, you see that situation with Marcus Fakano. Is there if he had paid for a strong barrister, would he have been able to
Come home.
get him not guilty in that case?
Or at least come home.
You know what? It's really complicated, and I don't know exactly what the mother told them, but they are very zero tolerance. Had she not made a formal complaint, they would have just banned him and kicked him out. I personally believe, because these types of cases happen all the time with their senior high schoolers. they just get dealt with behind the scenes. But I think because the mum made a formal complaint, it went viral. Now they have to show everyone, listen, foreigners can't come to our country and do what they want. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I just think, because these cases happen all the time. I was just so surprised that how much commotion was happening. Right, it happens all the time in high school kids. Like, you go to the malls, they're all hanging out and doing whatever, having house parties and whatnot. So I feel like they just got to make an example.
You can't fight nature, innit? You can't fight nature. You leave a bunch of kids together. What's going to happen?
You know what's mad though, yeah, Miss Sarah, yeah, because if you say you wasn't living there to be able to see that sort of stuff happening, yeah, people would have acted like that's not how stuff was going, innit? Like, because you know, like kids are just kids, innit? Like, teenagers are teenagers.
The only thing is, don't get bossy in our country. I think they're literally just making an example out of him, and it could be like in a few months they just pardon him. That's what I'm saying. They should push for the appeal. And I don't know what's wrong with our government. Like, what is wrong with you guys? Because the Irish people get their people out all the time. The Russians get their people out. I'm talking about big drug cases, fraud, like bigger cases than this. And they seem to get their people out of prison. They just do diplomatic calls, phone calls.
You know
they
what
just get
it
people
is?
to the band. Do you know what I mean?
The
Our government
public outcry, even the local community, maybe needs to stand with the family a little bit more to be able
I know a
to
lot of expats are like
the
trying
voice
to
a bit louder.
Appeal to more prominent families over here, and it's family names. There's certain big families out here. So I know like a lot of expats amongst the Black American and Black British communities, they're writing to like the locals, certain prominent families, just to see if they can pardon, like trying to like, you know what I mean, appeal for him and stuff and write letters and stuff. I do know that's happening. But it's just a sad case, honestly. That woman is so wicked. That's all I can say. She's just a wicked human being.
100%.
Like, she's not going to benefit from that. What does she benefit? Your daughter's humiliated. You've humiliated yourself. And you just ruined a child's life. Like, what do you get from that? You know what I mean? But... And the other thing is...
a lot of people that are saying that he should just go to jail and it's even...
Nah, he's a child, man.
And
I bet half of these people don't have kids. Because if you've got a child... I don't think... Like, come on. He looks so, like... You don't know. I don't know who he is, but he does seem very innocent. Like, he just seems like a kid that just made...
Well, this is the thing. When they're doing criminal prosecutions, the number one question the prosecutor has to ask, is this in the public interest, right? So what, which part of this is in the public interest? What part of him is a danger or a threat?
Yeah, but that's British.
They're going to say, oh, if we don't nip it in the bud, because remember, they are outnumbered. Like I tell, like there's 10% of the locals. This country is an expat country. You know, when you say Dubai, it's 90% expats. South Asians, Americans, Brits, Europeans, Africans. They are a minority in their own country. So their biggest fear is, foreigners, we give them leeway, now they're going to try anything. So they're really harsh with their laws. That's why there's no crime and nobody even tries to commit crimes. Biggest drug dealers come, biggest gangsters come, but they're on their best behavior because the law's so strict.
Yeah, they're just there to spend money.
They have to enforce that certain power in their mind, or else there's going to be lawlessness. We're going to lose control, and these foreigners are going to take over. Like Saudi, they mock Saudi because Saudi has no control. The borders are open. They don't know who's in the country. There's so much crime over there. They mock them. They be like, Saudi's a poor country. They can't control their country. Oman's the same. They look at them from Oman.
Not become like the West.
Pardon?
They're doing everything to not become like the West.
No, their thing is don't do it openly. Like they know people do things. They've got tourist areas. But it's like from time you're doing things openly, it's on the newspapers. Now we can't have you thinking it's okay. Because then our kids are gonna think, he got it off with it. So let's try it. That's how they're thinking in their brains, which is a bit harsh. Like it's not Islamic, it's not fair. There's lack of mercy there, innit? Like just have mercy in it. What the hell? Do you know what I mean? He's just a child at the end of the day, made a dumb mistake.
Exactly. But like this is the thing, their law is their law, isn't it? So if you get caught or somebody reports you or snitches on you like this bitch did, then it is what it is. You're gonna have to face the consequences, unfortunately. Because I believe what you're saying. I do think they've made an example of him.
100%. Because this happens all the time, man.
Another thing what I know, like in British law, if someone's making a malicious allegation, like whether it's right or wrong, that malicious intent, the law doesn't really look well on that. They don't agree with like people using the law like a weapon. Do you know what I mean? Like they try to be just in a way.
I think had he been, had he not had a British passport, they would have dashed. They would have given him at least 5 years to 10. I think his British passport helped him get that 1 year. Had he been a South Asian with a Pakistani or a Bengali passport, he would have been under the jail.
Yeah, because mate.
They would have been under the jail, like with no mercy, no nothing, just under the jail, like just go because their passports aren't respected.
Hey, Miss Sarah, that's why I was like not
year,
really saying that. I don't think it's 100% like it might not be a racist thing, innit? Because like I was saying, if the boy was Pakistani or maybe one of the other South Asian Muslims or whatever, would she have phoned do you think that she would have phoned the Dubai authorities on that child also?
I don't even know, bro. What is she, Sikh? Isn't she? I don't know if Sikhs. I don't think Sikhs get along too tough with Pakistanis, do they?
No. Well, some.
From my understanding, aren't they quite? Sikhs are quite reserved. There, don't they stay within their cultures for marriages? I've never really met any non-Sikhs married to Sikhs except white people. I haven't met a black person married to a Sikh girl. Personally, I don't know. It's quite rare.
I have, but carry on. Do you think though that the woman would have phoned authorities if the guy was
I think she would have. I think she's that evil. I can't lie. I think she would have. I think in her head, she's probably thinking,
she's gonna go on holiday with
her daughter's posted it on social media. Everyone knows what my daughter's done, so I'm gonna flip it like she's a victim to preserve her honor to get her married off. That's what came to my mind. Because maybe this girl was posting on Insta or, public spaces, and the mum's thinking people have seen this. Let me cover it.
Yeah, but the only reason why the public know about this is because the guy's been arrested and gonna have a court case and was.
But as in that girl's inner circle, you get it? Like the girl's inner circle, like her friends, and so the mum's thinking the daughter might have exposed herself, so let me cover it up by making her a victim. Because why would you go to all that effort? It still baffles me.
Yeah, I'm just that's what I'm trying to think. Like, what the side of thinking about calling the police in the other country to get maybe if it was something that I don't know, because again, the way that the mum's looking at it, she said that she's violated in some way, innit? So that's what's going to be, or what seems like it's going to have to be the reason. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy. There's no news of it over in Dubai either. Because I'm not in Dubai at the moment. I'm out Dubai, like I'm on holiday, but there's no news of it over there. Like it's not on their news outlets or nothing.
Of course not. They don't want the shame.
But why? Why would it?
No, but they don't really.
It's not like big news for
nothing to them.
One of their things, isn't it? It's just like that's small news. It's only big news because it's a British citizen.
It's news because of social media, like on TikTok and stuff. It's going quite viral.
Yeah.
I wonder what.
Well, it's news for the UK people because it's a British citizen, isn't it? Like.
Yeah, and then it will reach the Brits over there, and they're talking about it. The only way it will reach there.
We wouldn't hear about it.
Boy.
So if the two children were from Dubai and this scenario was taking place, like you're saying, all this stuff happens quite a lot.
Nah, they would have dashed the boy in the army.
We didn't hear that until you told us.
When their local children do, they won't really put them in jail. They will probably put the boy in the army, make him do some, I don't know, 9 months or 2 years in the army, which is a lot of their boys do get sent to the army after high school anyways. And the girl will probably get sent to like her family farm or somewhere, like her grandparents' house, to like hide away till she's married. That particular, if it's the jail that I keep hearing about, it's called Al-Awir or something like that. It's a deportation jail, so it's usually people that do major crimes and are going to get kicked out of the country. It's got a lot of like Egyptians, Syrians, South Asians, blacks, whites, Russians. It's a mix up of people, but mainly South Asians because they are like a majority out here. I mean, like Filipinos and Egyptians. And
crazy.
So once he does his term, hopefully if they appeal, Ramadan's coming up, they might be kind of, I don't know.
Well, the diplomatic side is like, obviously, anyone from David Lammy's auspices can't commentate on it until they've either reached any agreement or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That so
these people are friends, man. They can make 1-2 phone calls. A lot of this stuff is usually done behind the scenes. I don't really believe that shit, personally. Because people have like personal relationships with these prominent families. All they need to do is call us somebody from a prominent family, and then they make a few phone calls, and it's all just thrown out the window. That's how Dubai works.
Wait, hold on a sec. Let me read this out. Let me read this out to you, guys. It's necessarily a strong virus, though. Do you not think we should say don't get bullshit in our country? People get called racist for this in this country. Interesting. Very interesting to hear our opinion on this. Because if we mention there's a problem with immigration over here and we're losing control, we get called far-right Nazis. Khan did protest at all when that lady said this.
I'm not saying that. It's not my country. I'm not even defending them. I'm saying that's what they're saying. That's how they're looking at it. And why they're looking at that? Because they have an irrational fear, because they're a minority in their country, that if they don't keep this level of harshness or whatever, that people are going to walk. I'm not in agreement with them. I think it's way too harsh. I think it's just it's unnecessary.
The arguments made in these immigration arguments are like, people say there's too much immigrants or migrants coming over, and then the argument against it is that the government or the people that's advertising for jobs are advertising these jobs in places that are not in the UK. So that's why there's people that are coming from them places to fulfill these roles or to do these college degrees or whatever else it is they're doing. Like, that's really the argument that ever gets made.
I think because maybe it's because the UK promotes itself as a tolerant, open country. They don't. They tell you to our country and abide by our rules or get out. So you can't have on one hand the tolerant.
The UK does the same thing though. You can't break the laws of the UK and just still.
No, but I think you can't break their customs. It doesn't even have to be a law. Sometimes it could be you're disrespecting their culture. They'll kick you out. But you guys believe in freedom of. They don't have that freedom of expression. It doesn't exist in their laws. It's respect their culture or get out. Whereas the UK
you don't have freedom of speech in the UK either, right? There's certain things that you can't. You can't.
I think
just
they're
say,
a bit more open here, though, open in the UK, right?
Yeah, you can't. But you can't direct people to attack other people and all that sort of stuff. So there is things that you kind of can't say in it. Like there's laws and rules and regulations that people that migrate here or people that come here on holiday on visas or whatever else, even asylum seekers, there's laws, rules and regulations that everyone has to follow. Like everyone that's here has to follow these laws, isn't it? Like, so no one ever makes an argument to say that people that come here don't have to follow any laws or whatever. The argument always is that these men say illegal migrants when they're speaking about asylum seekers. The people that are claiming asylum are not classed as illegal.
And they don't really do migrants.
They're only classed as illegal due to usually people that have either overstayed their visa, been refused a claim for asylum, and haven't left. Those are the people that will be classed as illegal migrants. But because
they don't really do like
these
refugees and migrants and stuff like that over there. Usually everyone's an economic migrant over there. Like they're on residential visa. They're on work visas that come with strict laws. Like majority of the people there are economic migrants. The refugees that I've really rarely seen are a few Palestinians. That's the only ones I've really, and Syrians.
But there's
but they don't have.
If you get a visa to the UK or whatever, like there's a certain amount that you have to pay every year for a work visa. It's like £1,000 a year to be able to use stuff like the NHS and all that sort of stuff there. You're not entitled to no government housing, social housing, or any universal credit style benefits or any of that sort of stuff there. So there is rules and regulations that you do have to follow. It's just that because the customs ain't as strict as the customs of say like Dubai or whatever, that's really why people might make a difference between what the people were saying in Dubai compared to what the people were saying here, innit? Like people were saying, like the way the description that the people were giving out of people coming here to take over the country is false, innit? Because if you do ask any of the people that they're claiming have come here to take over the country, that's going to be the last thing what they
They're thinking
give as
about,
the
yeah.
reason why they've come to the country.
Yeah, of course.
So
Yeah, the arguments a lot of times don't make sense. It's just irrational. Or just anyways, they just need to
I
apply
think a lot of
pressure.
them arguments come from being like because of their so-called empire and colonization and all that sort of stuff there, thinking that if these men get too many people in power in our place, then they're going to do the same thing to us as what happened in their country, innit? And again, the majority of people don't actually think like that.
They ain't got time, man. People trying to work to survive.
Right? Just like,
Literally.
they're like they're trying to
Pay
some
bills. Like, who's got energy for that?
Yeah, trying to climb up the ladder and all that sort of shit there still. So
There's no space for that, man. There's no space for that.
Yeah, what do you think the daughter's gonna do now? Do you think she's gonna like?
I personally think she needs to be, I'm not gonna lie, I think she needs to be, her mum, not her necessarily, her mum needs to be splashed all over the gutter newspaper too. I don't think she deserves to be anonymous.
yeah, well,
The daughter maybe not, because maybe she had nothing to do with any of her mum's like decision to do that, but her mum needs to be everywhere, man. I don't think she deserves that.
there ain't really nothing that you can do right now, innit? Like it's like, and like even if the mum said that she wanted to withdraw charges, it's too late. It's gone through the court, and someone sort of was like previously before, I was saying that I would have, if it was my family member or something like that, I would have advised to try to get mediation with the family so we could sort this out between.
I don't think this
us
woman
or
will.
whatever. Rather
I don't
than
think so.
you trying to send my youth to jail in flipping Dubai, while you came back to England with your youth and then tried to send my youth back to Dubai or whatever. I mean, to jail in Dubai while they're still in holiday.
That was
That's
so
some bad mind
sneaky.
shit.
But I heard the boy's mum told her about the
Yeah,
two
that's what I
children.
heard, the original story still, but
I don't know if that's been
you
verified.
know what it was? Yeah, it was like when I heard that original story, it just sounded a bit strange, innit? Like because
Yeah, same. I can't imagine
why would
African mum going.
your
Yeah.
mum going to tell someone else's mum that something? Maybe they said that. I don't know. Yeah, it just seemed a bit strange still. Like,
It was weird because there's some articles saying, oh, she found out when they came back, she found a pregnancy test. Then there's others that are saying the mum told her. So did she wait to come back? And then it's just all there's nothing that's been verified in it. It's just tabloid news at the moment. That's the problem.
Somebody was saying
everything
she
that's
found
verified
films
is that
in
my
Dubai.
man's in jail.
And that's another thing as well. The way the tabloid is put, it's like his parents are cool with it and were sort of condoning it. And his poor mother had to save her daughter. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, it's a strange
None
one.
of
And the
them
fact
managed-
that
yeah,
it's
it's-
so much media traction is crazy as well.
And I think that actually hurt his case more because they're painting it out to be more serious than it is.
Yeah.
And now they feel like raw. Like, it's gone viral now. Everyone's gonna think they can get away with this. So let's make a, you know, let's use this as a lesson.
Yeah.
Yeah, I personally think because they're very obsessed with image. I remember when the floods happened, bare people got kicked out because they were posting things that were negative about how the country dealt with the floods. They just got deported. Like, they all lost their jobs and were like, get out of the country. Since you don't want to be here and you got issues with it, go away. They all got put on planes. So they're quite big on their image.
It's kind of like a dictatorship style country.
It's a bit of, yeah, it is. I call it
But no
dystopian.
criticism
It's
of
literally
the
dystopian. I feel like if you're not really with their
I'll never
customs
go
or
Dubai 'cause
conservative lifestyle, I don't
and all
advise
that,
people
yeah,
to come.
then you know it's suitable for you and all that sort of stuff there. But I would mean that especially man them that's come from non-Islamic backgrounds or whatever. Oh, damn.
Do you know what it is? It's got its pros and its cons, and sometimes for some people, based on your lifestyle, it's probably a lesser of two evils because over there your
Maybe
children are
if you don't
protected.
drink and you don't do other bits and pieces, like because I know some people.
No,
that
but you can
do
drink.
some-
There's bars, there's clubs, there's events, there's concerts. I think even Muslims can drink now. They made it. Like, they can have sex. They can do anything now. Their thing is don't do things publicly. So people can have relationships. Like you can be a couple and rent a property and do whatever and go out together and whatever, but just don't be doing PDA in their malls and their public places where their children are. But they have their own sections, like certain clubs, bars, hotels serve alcohol. It's not really like there's shops where you can get your pork and your alcohol. You just have to go in the back. They just won't display it. So they'll have like a back room and you go choose what you want. They put it in the bag for you and you leave. You can't walk around the streets with your alcohol.
That's what. Then so people want to compare what they're doing there to what happens in a democratic state where they give you like you said, the freedom of expression and freedom of
So it
religion.
is different. Yeah.
And everyone's got like different protection rights. Minority groups have different protection rights, so people just can't abuse them because obviously that has happened previously and so on. So it's not actually a fair comparison. You have to compare a democratic state with a democratic state.
Yeah, they're completely different.
A democratic
Completely
state
different.
with like a dictatorship, like it don't make sense.
It depends on if you don't really partake in a lot of things, it doesn't bother you. Like for me personally, primarily it was because when you have young children, I'm not trying to have my children exposed to certain ideologies which are being pushed down their throats in the British society. I don't want my kids exposed to that. Now I have a peace of mind because they're out and about and they're not exposed to that. There's safety. I can send my kids out. My son can jump in a taxi, go out with his friends at 10 o'clock at night. I'm not worried. Even if he's 11 years old, kids are running around. It's very free. I can leave my door open. Do you know, I can leave my laptop at Starbucks, go for a walk, come back. Do you know what I mean? It's very, that safety and that peace of mind is for me as having a family, it works for me. If you want to come into a party and do that, move a certain way. It's not the UK. And it's not even worth it half the time. You guys get extorted anyways because you have to pay like how much more for alcohol and everything's extra pricey. You're getting extorted because they're getting it's so scarce over here. It's just extortion. I don't get why people come here to party. I don't.
It's about appearances. From the sounds of it, it's about appearances. From the people that live there to the government to the people that visit there, it's just about keeping up appearances.
Unless you're working and you're there for economic reasons or certain tax benefits out there, or you're building something, you're scaling a business, you're looking for investors, you're networking, that makes sense. If you're raising a family and you want a more conservative lifestyle, that makes sense. But if you want to party, like go, there's so many places you can go and live that lifestyle. Why you would come there, I just don't get it. All right. It's just baffling.
People just love the hype. That's it.
Yeah.
Like obviously, Dubai being great when it comes to their marketing for tourism and stuff like that, and it's all being hyped up, and people are still dumb enough to follow the hype. So, and boy, they gotta ask themselves the question: why did I go there? Why did I really go there?
Yeah, so it depends on you and what your vision for yourself is. For me, it's a lesser of two evils. If I compare the UK and there, I'd rather live there than the UK, 100%.
Fair enough. But I suppose we've got better protection for your kids and a better lifestyle as
They're
well.
preserved, and I feel I can preserve their innocence more there than I can in the UK. Whereas you guys get told off. Yeah.
You see, like, because you're a citizen of Dubai, yeah. If your children
resident.
Right, exactly. Do
Big difference.
they become citizens
Big
or they
difference.
just like have resident visas or whatever? Can you ever become a citizen of Dubai, or do you like?
Nah, citizens are like families, isn't it? It's their people. I think you can marry into them.
Isn't it?
Through marriage, yeah.
Yeah, see,
Or you have to
that's
be
what I'm
mad
saying.
power.
Like, so that's not the same as the UK, right? Like, if
No,
you're-
that's
if
what
you're
I'm
born
saying.
in
It's
the
like
UK,
3 or 4
or you can
families.
become a British citizen if you pass the citizenship test or whatever.
Yeah.
that then
They're
gives
on
you the same
citizenship
rights
through
as the other citizens as
Don't they go
as
by
the other
like
British
tribe?
citizens.
lineage through lineage for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like an argument of saying like our country, it's not your country, and so this, that, and the other, doesn't have the same sort of argument with other people in the UK or whatever, right? Because you can become a British citizen, and now you're a citizen of the country, so you have
And the whole
same rights
empire
as
and
other British
Commonwealth
citizens.
countries. England's different. We're a whole empire.
Yes, so it's
And
different,
those
innit?
people are Commonwealth
that
citizens.
argument isn't the
Yeah.
I just keep trying to say in it, like, because people make like for like comparison arguments, like they want to compare an argument of how the people in Dubai feel about their country compared to how the people in the UK feel about their country. Obviously, just that to that is a fair comparison. But then if you talk about the UK being a democratic country where people can gain citizenship and so and so, Dubai is not the same as the UK, right? You can only just get a residence visa where you have to
Yeah, you
keep
can get
renewing your
residency.
visa after a certain amount of time, or you just never become a citizen of
No.
Arab
You're not
Emirates,
equal to
right?
their citizens. It's not like
But-
you're living worse off, but you're not equal. You're not equal to their citizens, 100%. Like their citizens
it's
have
not the same thing,
certain.
innit? Like, so
They get land. They get I think they get free land. Their weddings are paid for. They get free healthcare. They get free education. Certain loans they have access to. They get like these kids get personalized letters from their king when they get born. That's how small the community is.
Mad.
Yeah, personal, like a whole package when they're born. Like what you hear somebody's surname, they're from a big family, or when you're out and about. They're just in their own little space. They don't care what you do as long as you're not disrespecting their culture. Like you're not taking nothing from them. They have access to wealth by birth.
Yeah.
You being there is not affecting them. So they don't care if expats are there. They just are whatever in it.
Oh.
They're gonna have their
Even
wealth.
Saudi Arabia, though, they don't give you citizenship. The same thing.
Their people are struggling, can't lie.
Yeah, but you cannot get like this.
All of them can't.
No, you can't. Sis. You can be living there for 40 years, you still don't get it. But
Even
can be
our country, Ethiopia, you can't get Ethiopian citizenship if you're not Ethiopian.
Yeah, you see? Yeah.
A lot of the countries are like that.
Yeah, man.
Some parts of the UK are kind of like that as well. The Channel Islands.
Really?
If you go there, even like a UK citizen, whatever, you're not allowed to buy property there, and I think you've got to live there for 50 years or something before you can buy a property. Yeah, it's very strict over there. And obviously, again, it's about preservation because they're small little islands, isn't it? So
yeah,
they don't just want anyone and anyone moving there and buying property and doing what they want.
Yeah, usually find the people that have those type of harsh systems are usually minorities. And it's their way of like controlling and not being overrun or whatever. It's a sad case.
Yeah. Also, another argument that gets made is that, like, you see, like you were saying, the Arabs are saying in Dubai, don't get big in our own country and all that sort of stuff there. In the comparison argument that gets made in the UK, a lot of times when UK residents are making that to other UK citizens, like, so British citizens might be making that argument to another British citizen, don't get big in my country, it's my country or whatever. And then that kind of say to you, like, yo, I'm a British citizen, so it's my country too, innit? So that's where there would be calls of racism and arguments like that being made, because
but they're not a democratic country. They have the kingships, and that's how they run it. The king, his son will get power, then his son will get power. They don't have a democracy. You don't vote in their leaders.
Yeah.
You can't be a democratic country shoving democracy down everyone's throats and going to wars behind democracy and making countries democratic and then not applying it. Unfortunately, you bomb countries in the name of democracy, so you're just going to have to stand on it. Even the ugly bits.
I was just saying that. I was just showing why it's not a like argument on those points.
But I think it's just lack of understanding that there's completely different cultures. One is a whole kingship, and it's just by birthrights. And this is a democracy. You vote in your leaders. The system's different, so the results will be different.
Ain't that the truth?
And if this, they're saying that also, like, if, like, say the UK says that it deals with A, B, C, and D, and then it's not fulfilling C and D, it's okay for people to say, well, C and D is not being fulfilled. C and D is not being fulfilled. C and D is not being fulfilled. You know what I mean? Like, people just act like it's not okay for anyone else to do that. It's only okay for one set of people to make what they class as a valid judgment on what the government isn't fulfilling in the UK, but other people can't do that. Why can't the other people do that? I mean, they're residents too. They pay tax too. And they own property in the country too. Then they flipping send their kids to school too. Like, you know what I mean, and they have businesses here too. You know, so double standard shit.
Yep. Life is just full of that, though. It really fucking is.
You just gotta like assessing it, and nothing's permanent. That you have, just try and move. You know, see whatever option is good for your people. Like I might decide tomorrow I don't want to be here. Probably will be deciding tomorrow I want to be here. So you know what I mean. So once my stuff is properly automated, I'm out. I'm gonna go somewhere else. Like don't restrict yourself. The world is abundant, man. Just the world is an abundant place.
I think that's the problem a lot of the time is people just become so wrapped up in their little bubble that they forget, like they just and literally like just get stuck in that, caught in that, and there's no movement for them. And if you're not getting out there and widening your experience in life, then you're just gonna stay stuck in that bubble forever.
Yeah, it's the world's not gonna stop for you. It's not gonna have mercy on you. Just move, do what you need to do. Just how life is, fortunately. And they're not Muslims. I keep saying Muslim country. They're not. That's not Islamic Sharia they're applying. What the hell? There's just their cultural laws. Literally, it's their cultural. It's nothing to do with Islam.
Well, like I said though, Sarah, people just need to know the laws of places they're going to, because there's probably other countries as well where the legal age for sex is going to be 18. You know what I mean? In some countries,
Their customs are different. Like in Ethiopia, we had a case where there was a homosexual, like a tour guide company that came to Lalibela. I don't know if Axel heard about that one. And they came, so that's a place with like loads of monasteries and churches. It's very like
Lord, they came to Lalibela. What places in
came and they got literally there was protests. They got dashed out of the area, and people were like, "You're so homophobic." But it's like our country that you can't run that in Ethiopia. Unfortunately, you can't. Because they were doing with chests. They came with like a whole group of them going around the churches. As soon as the locals found out, they dashed them out of the whole area.
There's most like Christian sites in Ethiopia. You go there, it's like the.
Well, certain evangelical Christians have gone to evangelize, but they just get dashed out.
Oh, shame.
Yeah.
But then you have to know where you're going. Like if I go back to my dad's village or his father's village, I'm not openly practicing my religion, like too tough. I'm not going to be praying in front of everyone because they're majority Christian. That's just antagonizing people.
Yeah.
I might be like, I'm gonna go to the toilet, lock my room, quickly pray, come out again. The scarf and stuff like the modesty, they're all modest anyways. They cover themselves, the women, especially village areas, they cover their hair, they wear long dresses. But I'm not gonna be openly talking about Islam. I'm not gonna start preaching and arguing with people about Islam. What? That's purposefully antagonizing people.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just nod my head and be like, oh, cool, and then just do what I need to do family-wise, keep my kinship and leave. You just have to be, what's the word? Sensible.
Yeah.
Nah,
like
that's
in Ireland. Don't talk about religion or politics in Ireland because you're just looking for a fight.
Yeah.
So me going to a proper Catholic heavy area and dissing Catholicism or trying to no, don't antagonize people. Like it will go left for you. No, read the room. That's what it is. Read the room. Read the room you're going into. And a lot of people don't have
I'm still on this Lalibela thing, yeah? You go to Lalibela.
But that depends though. It depends, innit? Like, because if say in the UK, you do have like freedom of religion, but the people have freedom to criticize your religion also. So like that's different.
No, but
Like,
legally,
if
if
the
you look at
place,
the
if the
legality
place
in
the way you
Ethiopia,
live
it is, but
says that you
unfortunately, the
don't
people
have
have
the
more
freedom
power.
to, yeah, but I'm saying like if the place where you live says the people don't have the right to do that,
No,
and
in
that's not the
Ethiopia, you got
same
freedom of
as
religion. You can be whatever you want. There are Christians that, but you need to know that these people still have certain level of power. Like when you go outside the capital cities and stuff, police will turn a blind eye to certain things because they agree with it. Would you say it's corruption then? Maybe what's the proper word for it? They'll just turn a blind eye.
Nah, but you should know the community though.
You
Where
know
you
the community
go.
you're in.
Yeah, man. You should know how to behave.
Well,
Like,
or
you
maybe.
gotta go the most sacred place in like Christianity in Africa. Like, are you mad?
But in their head, they're like,
I'm saying no. I was talking about the UK, right? Like you were saying,
Oh
like,
yeah, of course,
you can
yeah.
go to a Catholic area and criticize Catholicism or so and so. But you in the UK you could in it because you have the right to criticize religion in whatever. Like you do have the right to go to a air quotes Muslim area in the UK and criticize Islam because you have freedom to criticize religion in the UK. Like you have freedom to practice religion in the UK. Like that was the argument I was making in it about that still. And then you said, "Is it alright if I reply to someone in the chat?"
Yeah.
It says, "Weak argument, Belly. Regardless of Commonwealth Empire, bottom line we have culture. That too should be respected." What are you talking about? Like, who said that anyone should disrespect anyone's culture? Like that don't even make no sense.
well, maybe give an example. I think that would help because
Making the the point that I made was that making a comparison between the laws of Dubai and the way the laws are run in the UK is not a fair comparison because it's not a democracy in Dubai and it's a democracy in the UK. So
Yeah.
if you become a British citizen and if you do come to the UK, the regulations, the customs and the so-and-so's different to what they are in Dubai. So
I think you guys have, I don't want to say leeway, but they're more, would you say more lenient? They got zero tolerance, as in they're not tolerating. It's like Singapore, they're not tolerating anything. You're not getting a pass, you're not getting mercy, you're not getting nothing if you commit a crime. Whereas the UK, you get a good lawyer, you can get out of anything. That's why you got Peter Pan running around getting 6 months and getting this, getting away with all types. You can't do that over there. But
yeah, they need to
everyone knows
sentencing guidelines out for the UK, innit?
Just
For that sort
immediately.
of stuff,
Do you know what the one law is that I always check when I'm traveling?
Yeah.
And also, yeah, when they keep trying to say about this, you need to respect the thing. What it's like, they keep saying that, like they're saying, what argument are you trying to make that the Pakistani community don't respect the UK or the Caribbean community don't respect the UK or the African community don't respect the UK or the Polish community don't respect the UK or the so and so, but they actually do though because the majority of people are paying taxes and are law-abiding citizens, so that's not even true.
But the thing is though, just to go back to the previous comment where it says like we have a culture that too should be respected, like you kind of have to give, like Feli said earlier on, give an example of what you're talking about when you say a culture, because what is it, what part of it, the English or British culture is it, and how is it being disrespected by people? Because if anything, it's quite the opposite that you see. Like you go to towns out of London and it's like English flags, British flags everywhere. Like you don't see people trying to, if anything, it's more like the British people have a problem with other people's cultures being on their doorstep, like I said earlier on. Like, but I don't see that other people are coming in and disrespecting British culture in any way. If anything, they're joining in or they're not joining in. It's as simple as that. Either going down Witherspoons and having a few Stellas, or they're sitting at home and
but you don't have to do that to be part of. As long as you're following the law, then you don't have to go to the pub with everyone. You don't have to go to man's restaurant. You don't have to go to man's house. You don't really even have to say hello to man. Even though it's customary for people to say good morning, good evening, and so on.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
people will do that. Or
Obviously, some
whatever. You
people
don't
choose
have to
to
do that.
integrate more and some don't. You know?
Right.
think
The
one
basics
another-
of it is just as long as you're a law-abiding citizen that
Yeah.
isn't breaking the law. All this other stuff is just feelings, isn't it? Like
The other thing
you haven't
is, I
actually
think
given a
slightly
reason of
different.
what is the disrespect.
Immigrants pay a lot of them. They pay tax. People don't pay income tax in Dubai. So when you're paying tax and you're investing into the country, I think you get more of a say than a country where you just bank your own money and you just get out. Like you just, you know what I
Where
mean?
migrants
It's
pay
slightly
higher
different.
taxes and higher rent as well, because the majority of migrants
Over there, you
can't
get
live
package
in
deals. So
social
people
housing.
who are employed over there will get a package deal, which will look like free health insurance. Well, not completely free, but probably pay 70 to 80%, and you only pay like 20%. Free. They get insurance, health insurance. The company usually provides a house, a car, annual flights. Every year you get one flight to go wherever you like. Usually people come back home. So a lot of this they have these packages, and your money is tax free.
That's right.
So
I know some people that
they're like a guest in a
work
country,
tax-free
benefit, and they
country.
go. Whereas
Whenever
in
they
the UK,
come
you
to the
pay
UK
tax,
though,
and you still don't have any
they
control of
only
anything,
put a
even though
certain
you're putting
amount
in
in their
money to
bank
it.
account.
Pardon?
You have to do that, Miss Sarah. We see if you come to the UK, do you put a certain amount that you want to spend in an account to spend? Because if you put like 20 racks, 40, 30 racks or whatever, you could start to incur tax charges.
We have a house, so we still have to pay taxes and stuff. We have a house. I lived in the UK. I worked in the UK. I was a teacher in the UK for many years. So I've worked there. I've only been away for about 2.5 years. So for many years I worked in the UK. So I put my money in, and still do. And I'm not even living there right now. Oh my God, I didn't say that. I'm saying that's the attitude. So keep saying Sarah said. I'm not investing. It's not my dad's country.
This is what people do in these arguments, man. It's like
it's not my dad's
you said that this
country.
is what the
I'm a
that's what
guest in the country
people of
with
Dubai
for
say
economic reasons.
in
That's
their-
it.
Yeah, that's
all
what
it
you
is.
said. The people in Dubai say to other
Not
people
me. No.
in their country.
That's their
right?
mentality when you talk to
that's
them.
that's what they say. Yeah, that's what the people
Yeah,
of
not me. I
Dubai.
don't care.
Yeah, the people of Dubai say. That's what you were saying that they said. Yeah.
Yeah, that
They're
they
saying
say.
that. They say
That's their attitude.
Nixie's thinking
When
that.
you go to the country,
Yeah,
that's the
Nixie's
attitude they
thinking
have.
that you said it. And
No,
kind of
I'm not saying
challenged
that.
you on that.
I'm not invested.
And I was saying that I was explaining. That's why I was explaining those points, because I was saying that.
Yeah.
All right. Obviously, you didn't say that anyway, yeah. But why Khan wouldn't have challenged it is because it's not a like for like comparison of two places what you're talking about. It's not like you're talking about France and England. Like, in France, it's a democratic
context
state,
is
and in
different.
England,
Yeah,
it's a democratic state. And in France,
The
you can't
context is
do so
different.
and so, but in England, you can do blah blah blah. And now you can make a comparison, right? Because the two democratic states or whatever. Right? But with Dubai,
They're not equal playing fields to be comparing to a degree.
yeah. Not the same thing, man.
I don't think it's acceptable to treat
That's
British
why I
people.
didn't
Anyways,
call-
I didn't agree with certain things in Britain. I took myself out. Very simple.
And also the
I don't
same
have
sort
to
of
fight
thing,
you.
yeah,
I don't
is
have to
like,
argue.
you
I don't have
can't-
to do nothing. The world is abundant.
People
I just took
can't get
myself out.
above their station in the UK if they're not a British citizen or whatever. Like, they don't do that. Anyway, what is that? Like, what's the example that you're able to give that shows that there's people that are not British citizens in
You
the
can't even
UK
get in if you
doing
can't
stuff
demonstrate certain amounts of
the
financial
British citizens
independence.
are allowed to do? Like, what is that?
Change for this country. What? When we talk about the UK, you think Nixie? Who are you talking about, babes? Is that a girl or a boy? I don't even know.
It's a girl. Now, on the other hand, when we talk about the UK, you think it's okay, you think it's acceptable to treat British people like shit, basically.
why are the goalposts being changed for this country? No, because you're talking when you say British people, yeah, what do you mean by British people? Like, are you talking about British people, like British citizens, or are you just talking about like white people in England? Like, because that's what it sounds like an argument you're trying to make, like, for a two-tier sort of like they got in Dubai, they got like a two-tier flipping citizenship, like right.
Yeah, they got open to citizens. Like a resident will never be the same as a citizen.
Yeah,
You're never going to be equal to a
higher
citizen.
than the man them that come there to live or whatever. And you can
Residents
never
have
be
to
a
work
citizen. But
to
that's
live
not the
there.
same as the UK.
A citizen just exists. They don't have to work. It just exists.
Yeah, make your argument strong.
Yeah, I don't understand what the argument is.
Argument just for argument's sake. Usually people that complain can't get their shit together. I mean, I was broke, I had to do it hard. That's what's their excuse. Blah, 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 blah. Nixie, you got a lot to say. Why don't you just jump on?
Yeah,
that would make sense. Actually have a conversation.
Oh my goodness. All right, cool. She says she's 5 minutes behind.
I'm about 5 minutes behind. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, guys, I think it might be that time to wrap it up. Let's call it a night. But yeah, thank you for keeping us company. It's been a nice little conversation today. And yeah, I don't know if we'll be seeing people before 2025. So if I don't see people, have a happy Christmas, Kwanzaa, all of that good stuff, whatever you lot are doing in the new year. Yeah, be safe.
And go donate to the GoFundMe as well, 'cause that will help the family. Yeah,
I'm gonna help.
With the appeal and the family going back and forth and stuff.
It's only a little change, man.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
the timing of this shit, man.
Why you say that?
The timing, we're just about to knock down the show when you jump on.
And now man wants to come on have a whole show now. We saying Shipper.
How dare you, man? Just have to show some love. Big up, everyone.
Big up, big up.
I'm
Big
gonna
up,
jump
big
off though, man, before I get into some next whole another 2-hour debate. Because man, I got
Yeah. No worries.
Big up, Billy.
Hey, big up.
I hear you still. Big up, Belly, man. I know you like to run when I arrive, especially with these type of debates.
Oh God, he's in that mood.
What type of debate?
Violence.
Come on, you know I'm on violence, man. You know I'm always on violence, Belly, man.
Wait.
Yes, man.
Somebody forgets song from every day. No, I'm playing.
Joker.
This is a Christian country, guys. Christians, where are you? If anything.
Boy. Yeah, Christians are giving themselves a bad name, though, sis. The Christians, they're hurting that now.
I've recently come across, what is it, non-Messianic Israelites.
Listen, that's a stupid argument that you're trying to make here, that this is a Christian country and so. It's actually not like actually just a Christian country, because they've separated church and state. So it's it's more of a democratic country now. So, and the people that come here follow the laws of the land. Basically, you know what's mad here about these arguments that they keep making here? My argument to these lots are that people should be treated equally in it. Like, so the different citizens of the country should be treated equally in it. Yeah, not flipping just because you've got flipping great granddads that go back 20 generations. You should be treated better than someone that's just a newly citizen or whatever. Like,
maybe I don't know what you. I was going to say fine that it's an English country, but Christian.
Don't even make sense, cuz.
Russia can maybe say they're Christian, but the Brits, I don't know about you guys.
I kind of agree with that still. Kind of agree with that.
Agree with what?
With that, they're not really Christians, are they? They're more into their heathenism than Christianity, to be fair.
But if the majority shouldn't the majority of the country be Christian for it to be deemed as a Christian country?
Yeah, I would agree with that as well.
But in the last census, less than 50% of the country identified as
Really?
Christian. Yeah, it was like
Ah.
44, 45% or something like that.
No, the Anglican Church has seats in the Houses of Parliament and Houses of Lords. So, like, the Christian Church is the main faith of the country, but
It's
church
based on
and
its
state
heritage.
is separated though.
It's
So-
culture though. It's culturally Christian.
Yeah.
You call it that.
So
What's that
But
name?
also,
Based
yeah,
on-
like,
based on
it's an adopted faith though, whatever, isn't it? Because Christianity is a Middle Eastern faith or whatever, anyway. So
Yeah, but is it really Christianity that they're dealing with when every year everyone's celebrating Christmas? You know, they lock the whole place down to celebrate Santa Claus. They ain't got nothing to do with Christianity. Let's be honest, man.
And it's pagan.
It's their pagan business. Let's be honest. It's their pagan business. It might have a Christian front to it, but yeah, let's be honest, man. People are who they want to be. Yeah.
Christianity adopted a lot of the pagan
I
ways.
think
innit?
Yeah.
Hand in hand.
some of the things tolerated is very anti-Christian. So I don't know if you can.
Mm,
And there's many things that can be listed that's very anti-Christian.
yeah. Yeah, definitely. I'd agree with that.
Doctrines in the country, yeah. And you can't say they don't exist because you clearly teach them in school, so they are part of your British values and that. Half your British values can be questioned that you're pushing.
But I think Britain's one of those places where people have many different identities molded into one.
Yeah. That's what Britain is, isn't it? It's not really a people. Britain's just
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah, it's loads of different identities rolled into one because it's like I was in Wales the other day and the way the Welsh people are talking, like I never even knew Wales had their own language like that. But I realized they actually got proper language in their language. Guess what? They don't have a language where when you say a word, like for instance in English, you could say a word and it could mean loads of different things. In Welsh, they don't have that nonsense. So I don't know why that ain't the main language that I'm playing.
I think they
Big up the Welsh.
a few years ago, I think they made it mandatory or the children had to learn it in school. They're trying to bring it back. I'm sure it was Wales.
They should be making it mandatory because if you go to Wales, there's certain road signs and certain things is all in Welsh.
Yeah,
So
I think we're quite strict about that.
It's still a recognized language, isn't it?
yeah,
But I
still
think they're trying to
recognized
bring it back.
language.
They don't want to lose it.
Because I know in Ireland it's the same thing. They still learn it in school and that, but they were trying to have it like taken off the official languages list. So they're trying to make more of a push for it over there now to make more people speak it.
Nixie, list 5 things that are Christian, or the British Christian, from the British Christian culture. I dare you just list 5 things. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, for real, that's a good question. What give us 5
But what
things
is this
that
vague term you keep throwing around? Like, what do you think you mean?
Give us some
If I
examples.
say Muslim culture, if I say Pakistani culture, I can give you 5 things. Irish culture.
I can tell you one
Think
thing.
of 5 things.
I can tell you one thing. Well, 2 things actually. We got churches and they got crosses.
Churches and crosses.
The Mount Church and cross.
The only churches
Big up
I
you
see-
lot, yeah. Take
Big up,
care.
man.
You too.
Big up.
Next week.
Yeah, big up, big up.
Big up, my love. And Russians and the Polish are the only ones I see going to church on Sundays. I don't really see a lot of.
Don't you think that social media has made it even worse now, though? Because, like, you know, as a Christian woman, you wouldn't expect to see some of these women on social media in the capacity that they are, and the men, and like some of the way they're posing up and exploiting themselves. And yeah, I just think that, you know, as a Christian, you're supposed to be a bit more reserved, but we don't really take that approach as British people, do we?
Yeah, I don't know. It's difficult.
Yeah.
They're not. The whole culture thing is a bit vague, and I mean that respectfully. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm ignorant, but
I like how Silverside is the only one answering the question.
you know, he's so biased. He's a real bad thing.
Come on, Christian. British Christians.
You see, the thing is, Nixie, one thing I did want to say, even this whole thing about being a British citizen is crazy because you say British people, where is it? British people like you and me who were born here, Veli. Well, not everyone that's born here is
I wasn't born here, but I have
British
British
citizen.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what I was
true as well.
about to say.
You're not automatically a British citizen just because you're born here. Again, it all depends on your heritage, your parents, blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
It
status of your
depends on a lot of
parents. Yeah.
things. So, like, all of that argument just goes out the window. We have to start with, let's go back to the basics of what even is a British citizen before we start talking about what is British culture.
And who's the real British? Because, you know, like I was saying, when I was in Wales, the way the Welsh was talking is like they're the real British. They got run out, you know, and obviously
Yeah,
you're Irish as well. You got Celts in
Yeah.
Ireland as well. So they're gonna say that the Welsh, the Irish, and the Scottish are the original English, and you know, the
everyone else.
new English is like the invaders, the French,
They
the Romans, XYZ.
Yeah.
Yeah, depending on what perspective, I suppose you're gonna get different
No,
answers.
Nixie, give me 5 things that's the culture. Because you keep saying you don't want the culture. What's changed? Maybe give us one thing that's changed. These immigrants have changed.
I think the immigrants bring more culture, though. So when we say change in culture, I don't think England doesn't really have a set culture like that. So, you know, it's an amalgamation of cultures, and over time, more cultures come in and amalgamate, therefore changing the culture.
I mean, I don't know how much it's really changed because we can only judge it in our little lifetime, innit? But like what I know England to be is like, I don't know, pubs, parks, markets, people go shopping, people go out and eat. Like, what has really changed in terms of this society or culture or day-to-day living for people over the years, or what's been disrespected? I don't see any of it that's been disrespected or taken away from the British
Yeah,
people.
I agree with that. Disrespect, I couldn't put that into context. But when you say changed, I think like back in the day, remember football culture back in the day wasn't so healthy. There was a lot of rioting, there was a lot of factions and wars, and you know, it weren't even necessarily safe to be going to some of these football matches. So that's one thing that's changed by bringing in other cultures. You know, other people don't want that kind of atmosphere when they go into these things, isn't it? So maybe that's helped British culture. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Nixie, the problem is if you're going to talk about this, you have to acknowledge the British policies that's linked to why your country looks like how it looks like. Invasions and neocolonialism, you playing around people's economics, or your little companies going to other people's countries and violating them and ruining their economy and their currency, and then you're shocked when people come to survive in your country after you ruin other people's countries. It's a symptom.
After you ruin other people's countries
You know
that
what I mean?
haven't troubled this country in any way, shape, or form as well.
And if you speak to most people, they would rather go back. But unfortunately, your foreign policies just ruined everything for a lot of people.
Oh, Mrs. Sarah, you missed who was on here earlier on.
No.
Checkmate.
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 I know it's chaos, but I don't
He just came through to say hello. He didn't even stop to argue or say anything. He was just like, yeah, just wanted to pick you guys up. I was like, oh.
Checkmate was a classic still.
Yeah, bless him.
So what about the things like the stiff upper lip? Ain't that supposed to be British culture? And
I just never understood this British. Like I thought tolerance and accepting people and multiculturalism and all of that is British. Isn't that British values?
yeah, I would say that's
Haven't all of
definitely
that.
modern British values. Historical British values,
That's what
maybe
they
not
teach in
so
school.
much.
That's what we had to teach. We had to teach tolerance of everybody. That's what I taught when I was a teacher
Yeah.
in the UK. So tolerate everyone, respect everyone. We're all equal. Sorry.
I hear that. But
Not
this is
English
the thing
passport,
where
it's a British passport.
I have to agree with what you're saying, because England is one of the countries that's pushing for a world economy. You know, they're pushing for a new world order and all of these things. So, you know, to not think that, you know, the rest of the world is going to want a piece of the pie, that's just silly. It's a new world order. I should have laughed. And
What's
then
your culture?
obviously,
A bit of spice
yeah,
and something twerking. That's rude.
they're,
Did you
they're
see
one of
what
the main colonialist powers, though, isn't it? Like England, France, I think
they still
Spain,
are? They still are.
Portugal. Come on,
They
man, they're the
still,
main colonialists.
they still do it behind the scenes, man. They're all involved. Every war, every situation, their fingers are somewhere there.
Hmm.
They're there somehow behind the scenes.
Yeah, man, that's
Profiting.
undeniable.
Stealing money, stealing gold, stealing resources out of countries while people fight. We know how it goes, man. We're not stupid.
Yeah. Just quietly taking up space in people's countries.
Just quietly make everyone fight each other, and we'll just quietly take out all your resources out of the country and not even declare it. We know how
And
it
we've
goes.
just got our troops there to keep the peace.
Do you think if they was more Christian or took Christianity more seriously, it would change anything, though? Be honest with yourselves.
I think they'll be more family orientated. If you go to places like Russia and Eastern Europe, they're very like strict with their. No, I wouldn't say they're probably strict with religion, but Russia's quite a Christian country. There's certain things that don't run over there.
But they
Even
used to
when
be
they
like
tried
that
to
over
introduce
here, remember? They
the
used to be
rainbow
very
marriage,
strict
they
over
weren't
here.
having it.
Yeah, even with all of this liberation of peoples that's happening now, you know, in a more Christian country, maybe so it wouldn't be so liberal. So that would affect a lot of
Be more
people.
family orientated. You'd have more families.
Mm.
Maybe
But don't you
wouldn't
think
be
that
outnumbered.
obviously I'm not part of certain communities, but don't you think it would definitely have a negative effect on certain communities though?
Say that again, Shima, sorry?
I would say, don't you think if we was more Christian based in our ways, it would definitely have effect on certain communities, like all of these liberated communities then?
Yeah, 100%. They wouldn't be as open with certain things. Certain behaviors would be squished out, or just squashed out. Like just
Well, it might not even be tolerated because remember,
it's not really
in certain parts of Africa, certain behaviors ain't tolerated, and historically, here you'd go jail for certain behaviors.
Yeah. When black people
This comment
immigrated in
is
the 50s
absolutely
and 60s,
ridiculous.
we integrated. So this Nixie, the black person, this is a shame.
Man said
Nixie.
we
Nixie, where you
integrated
from,
and
babe?
shared the Christian faith. Man said shared the Christian faith. Sorry. So
Black
no
people
one had Christianity in their life before they came to the UK, no? Okay.
I shared the Christian faith. Oh, brother.
I think I gotta get where she's going though, in the sense of maybe because they were all Christian, it was easier for them to kind of find common ground.
I think black people probably have more Christianity though. Africans,
No, but
Jamaicans.
Tifa, let's not do that because we all know that in the 50s and 60s, when people were coming here, they weren't even welcome in the buildings. Like people were having to have their own Sunday service and whatnot, just like we're doing now. You know what I mean? So,
True. No blacks, no dogs, no Irish, and all that kind of I should laugh, you know, it sounds bad. But yeah,
so
no,
is
you're
crypto
right.
really gone over 100k now?
Was that what Bitcoin? Yeah,
Bitcoin.
Bitcoin's like 102k or something like that, man.
Yeah. It's mad, it's mad.
And people said it wasn't gonna go up again. That's mad.
No, but that's what it does.
You're still saying shit.
Bitcoin will max out and then it will cool down. Like in the new year, it'll probably
They'll
cool
halve
down.
it in it and then it'll be less in the market.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then it'll just
yeah.
get higher and higher.
No, they halved it already. They halved it already.
Yeah.
So in the new year,
Them
we're
two is-
expecting it to go up more. Hopefully, we'll see what happens.
Mad.
Yeah, they're saying 2025 is going to be like by the end of 2025, it's going to peak. It's going to reach its peak. Hopefully. Then it'll go back down again. Hopefully, if it drops back down again below 100 grand, then you can buy some Bitcoin.
Yeah, when it gets back down to that 40, 50.
Yeah, and it's very possible it's gonna go it's gonna do that. It's gonna drop down.
Yeah. Remember it happened last year,
Mm-hmm.
Just don't make. A lot of people are making mad moves right now. Just be careful because when Bitcoin goes up, the other altcoins will also go up. But this bull run is only going to last, they say, approximately 6 to 8 months. So You're gonna deal with it. Go in and out. Take your profit out. Don't be out here.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Holding on to these altcoins, and then suddenly in 8 months' time you lose all your money. Like, take your profit out.
See, that's
Because
another
always
thing there.
happens.
When we're talking about Christian culture, really, should we be gambling? That's what I had to say it. Because crypto is a bit of a gamble, isn't it? It is a bit of a gamble.
No, it's a normal thing. It's like regular trade. It's just another currency. It's just trade. Like, you know how to trade, you know how
Yeah.
to move.
But some people see it like that. Like, even like the stock market, it's still a
You know when
bit
it
of a
becomes
gamble, isn't it?
gambling? It's when because you know crypto, like you can look at the labels, you can look at the graphs, and you can read. People have predicted this. Like, people already bought altcoins and they're cashing out now.
Yeah.
People are where the majority of the layman is buying the altcoins now because of the hype. Most people who are investors already bought the altcoins. They're falling back now for all the FOMO crew, the fear of missing out crew, while they put money in and they're just selling them these altcoins they already bought when it was low.
But the
It's high
thing is,
now.
don't you notice with the altcoins and all of the Bitcoin, what will happen is Bitcoin will keep going up. It will max out. Then the altcoins might have a little push. Bitcoin will drop down a little bit. So it's kind of
No,
like a little
usually, if
system.
Bitcoin goes up, the other coins will go up. It's just the
Yeah.
hype creates this thing.
Yeah.
And with XRP, someone said XRP. With XRP, there's a few things, legalities, like they won a case recently, and now people feel more confident with it, so they're investing in it. There's also like big financial management companies. I think it's called Willow Tree, whatever, who are basically filing to create applications to work with the blockchain that XRP uses, Ripple. And people are saying if big companies are filing for it, that means there's longevity. So they're putting money into XRP, which is why it's going up. Like, you have to read the market. There's so many things involved. You can't just say, oh, so-and-so on YouTube said invest, so I'm going to invest.
Yeah,
That's how you lose your money. That's what most people do. But an investor
you
looks
think,
at the
though,
table.
they're trying to get rid of cash in it. So
Yeah,
all of
yeah,
these
100%.
digital
Cash
currencies,
is going, man.
if they do get rid of cash, that's where it becomes very, very relevant.
Yeah, cash is going anyways. Like, I would say study the blockchain technology, because everything's going to start using blockchain.
Exactly.
All these websites, your regular websites are going to start using blockchain technology, Web3 technology, whatever you want to call it. Study it, put your children onto it, put them into these little boot camps and programming boot camps. So when this change does come, you're not left behind.
I think it's inevitable, sis, because
It's
think
10
about it like
years,
this.
20 years, maybe when we're dead, whatever in it. But at least you put your people on.
I think we're closer than that, because think about it like this.
Yeah, less than that.
Traditional, conventional banking is not that secure. When you're dealing with Web3 and crypto and these things, the level of security is so much higher. It's not going to be cracked by the hackers
The
anytime
banks
soon.
are trying to mainstream it, like JP Morgan, BlackRock. They've all they all want to use this blockchain. Once it becomes mainstream and it's on, you don't need a wallet anymore. You could just go through the banks or whatever. That's what's happening now. These big companies are trying to get rid of these wallets so that you can go through them. Once it
'Cause they
becomes
can be
mainstream,
hacked.
the people with the Bitcoin
Yeah.
are going to eat. They've got leverage.
Yeah, because they can be hacked. But remember, all of these transactions, everything on the blockchain is monitored. So even if it gets hacked, it's going to
Yeah,
get
you know who's
found
who.
out a lot quicker as well. So
Yeah,
I think
100%.
it's inevitable. Yeah, it's
Like, I
inevitable.
say, invest in it, but just be clever. And this is the hype season. Don't get lost in the source. Because we see this every time. My husband's been doing it for nearly a decade now. We see this all the time. Every bull run, everyone's going wild, throwing money, rent money. And don't invest something you can't afford to lose either. Like, if you can afford, if your rent money, then you don't invest that. Or like, don't do that. It's not worth it. It's too risky. That's a risk. Bit of money here
Only
and there,
invest
maybe
what you can
diversify.
afford to lose.
Exactly, that's a general rule. Pull together, find a group of friends if you want a big return. Maybe find 10 people, everyone chip in something, take the risk together. Because you put in more, you can get out more. If it goes times 2, times whatever.
And remember, you can stake some of these cryptos as well. So if you're staking crypto, that means whatever you've bought, you stake it on one of their websites, and then they'll give you a payout every month. You know, like if you've got a higher payout savings account, kind of similar kind of situation. So you get paid a dividend. Same like if you had what's the thing, like if you had stocks in a particular company and they pay dividends on the stock. So these are all options where if someone was going to put a large sum of money, maybe that's the way you do it to kind of cover yourself if you know you haven't got a lot of income that's going to support you in the same way if you have to invest that money, basically.
There's another website. Is it called CoinMarketCap? If you're very new to this, go to CoinMarketCap. It tells you the value of the coin, the patterns. You can look at the graphs from when it was released till now. Look at the patterns, blah, blah, blah. It's all on there. Compare coins. Remember, an altcoin, anyone can make an altcoin other than Bitcoin. All these other ones, I can make one now. But
Yeah, it's
you
about
have
the
to
utility of the altcoins, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hi, Nixie.
Hey, hold on a minute, guys. My fucking laptop's freezing here. Sorry,
That's
I
all.
know I was being a pain before. Can you guys hear me? But I was when you started this conversation, because Belly damn well knows, right? We've had this has been going on for the last 2 weeks about illegal immigration. So he knows what I'm chatting about. It's very significant to me right now because I'm meant to be doing a live stream to disprove him, which I will. Well, I don't know. It depends because you've got grasses like Wendy. That the minute you mention Jews, that's it. You know, you're an anti-Semite, and she's going to report you. So I don't know whether to do a live, but no, it really is significant because seeing both ways. You know, both kind of like how when you said, it's bottom line is don't be bolshy in other countries, which actually I agree with. You see, because I've been brought up to whenever you go to a host country, you treat it with respect. You respect their cultures. I'm not going to, like this guy in the side chat, like basically call me a sellout because I'm half black. So I'm sticking up for the other side. No, I'm sticking up.
Is she cutting out at me?
No,
Yeah,
I think
she's
she's
What I
definitely
believe
cutting.
is right.
Well, we can hear you now.
I'm a G. What religion are you? Yeah. Let me just turn this up. Are you Christian, Triller? No, not Triller. Schiffer.
Triller?
Sorry.
Me? I wouldn't say I'm a
Are you
Christian. No.
Christian?
I wouldn't say I'm a Christian. I was raised
But
a
was you
Christian.
brought up that way?
Yeah, I was raised a
Right,
Christian.
because
Yeah.
it's interesting to see your kind of, because you're not very pro this country. And listen, I know my mum, like she's from Guyana, and she was kind of brought up to respect the Queen and and came over here and was really kind of, disappointed, at the way they were treated and that over here. But the bottom line is, I was born into this culture. We had carol services. I used to love watching my mum get dressed up to go to church.
Who stopped that though? That still exists.
Right. Well, you say you stopped it, and this is your argument. But really,
You're cutting
the
out,
whole
babes.
family unit, as part of the elite's agenda, has been broken down. It's been broken down. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Fuck. Hold on.
Yeah, okay, now I can hear you now. I can hear you now.
Damn it,
Sorry.
sorry.
We can
Let
hear you
me
now.
just-
Go,
yeah,
go.
it's been broken down, and it's part of an agenda. So while, like you say, we're too.
Yeah, you gotta get.
And also define what Christian are you talking about? There's all types of Christians.
Busy.
Yeah.
Because
And I
I
think
know
sometimes-
the Christianity practice in the West is not the same as other places. Because your Christianity is not the same with my country's Christianity. Completely different. I don't know what is going on in England. When I came in, I was absolutely just a shambolic mess. I was in shock.
I agree
I was like,
because
this
when
is
I was
Christian
growing up, like I never had this when I was growing up, but I remember my older cousins used to tell me when they was in school and stuff, they all went to like proper Catholic schools and that they used to beat you. Like if you wasn't bad, they'll hit you with that, beat you or something. So it's like there's certain parts of even that culture then that's frowned upon today. Because you look today and it's like you couldn't do that today. So
And technically, you're a country that's tolerant to all religions. You're not a Christian country. Part of your constitution is you accept all religions. You're open
and
to all religions.
they're tolerant to
You
anti-religion as
teach
well.
all religions. Your kids are being taught atheism in school.
Yeah.
Noted as fact. Your religion is fairy tales in your schools. Got bigger problems to worry about, man. I don't know.
Yeah, this is the thing
Why
where
you
I'm
worry
saying
about
that
few immigrants?
it's not taken serious like that. Yeah, it's
From
definitely
time
not.
they're teaching your children, they're hypersexualizing your children in schools. It's finished. I didn't see no white people kicking off or Brits kicking off. I saw the Muslims kicking off though. Can't lie. Because all the
No, do you
protests
know
were
what?
very Muslim.
In defense of the English women, there was a bunch of women up in Reading, and from the pictures that
Okay.
I seen, they were majority white, and they were kicking off because they were doing that drag queen story time in the library.
Oh,
And
yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, big protests.
let
And
me
I was
take
like,
the
yeah, it's good. Like, that's probably the one time that I have seen a bunch of white women actually get up and be active against something like that.
I think
Like
it's. I think
travelers,
for
for
the.
example, have a very distinct link to their church
Yeah.
But
in their
don't you think it's
day-to-day
difficult
lifestyle.
though?
You can see elements of their religion, but the average Brit is a cultural Christian. They celebrate Christmas. That's all I used to see growing up. You celebrate Christmas. That's it.
I think
They
it's
don't
difficult
see.
though. Like as a woman, it must be more difficult even because remember, when you've got children or family members X, Y, Z who might be from certain liberated sides of the community, I think there may be a bit more of an attachment and a bit more of a protective kind of element going on sometimes with some of not all the females, but with some of the mums, etc. Even some of the dads. But I think I think with mums are very protective over their children in general anyway. That's just my theory on it. What do you guys think?
Of course, 100%.
The only
That's just a
people I've seen
natural
really
instinct.
Jehovah Witnesses maybe, but I remember when I was a teacher, a lot of Jehovah Witnesses, we had to take them out during Christmas. They weren't allowed to partake in any Christmas stuff, any Easter stuff.
Yeah.
They didn't celebrate birthdays, so when kids used to bring like sweets for birthdays, they weren't allowed to take it and stuff.
Yeah.
They didn't do birthday cards. They didn't do none of that. Their parents were very explicit. Our children can't partake in this. And even though that kid was the odd one out, they stood on principles. That's the only Christianity I saw all the years I've been in the UK.
Do you not think though that people kind of think that they look at the church then and they look at these establishments and they say, well, they see a lot of corruption, they see a lot of scandals, they see a lot of persecution of certain people groups historically, so that's why they're kind of turning away. That's how I see it.
100%. But you know what? If you look at Ireland's a great example of that because the amount of shit that's come out in the past couple of decades, from the Christian Brothers homes to all the institutions where people were abused, to the most recent one, which is the mother and baby units, where like obviously mums had their kids taken away and some of them were just buried alive and some of them were adopted out, and the mums had absolutely no say in what happened to their children. And there's a big payout for that now. And because all of this was done under the guise of religion, this is why a lot of people in Ireland are just like, fuck religion now. Like, what has religion actually done for our country other than abuse and use us? You know what I mean? And leave people in a state of shit and poverty. So, yeah, definitely there's a major decline in people that actually fuck with religion in Ireland. So I'd say that's a great example of what you was just saying.
Yeah, I agree. And I think it's not even just Ireland, it's like all over the world. Think, like, in America now, you got people who like black people then who, when we was given Bibles over there, they weren't the same Bible even. So the Bible was seen as like a trickery to certain people, like a way of tricking them and making them flipping less than other people. So obviously that wasn't the real Bible, but because they've had it in that way, now it's just it's a deterrent to even get involved with that side of life again.
It's crazy.
It's unfortunate, but it's way, isn't it?
Do you know what I don't understand though? It's the people that still kind of fuck with religion, or like I see grown people and they're still converting to Christianity. Like and that chick, what's her name? One of these YouTuber people, Candice Owens. She recently converted to Catholicism. And I'm like, of all the religions that you would choose,
her husband Catholic. I feel like she just kind of goes with her husband.
Her husband is her husband's Catholic. Her husband's like the son of some English lord or some shit like that. Like someone.
I don't really think she had a lot of theological background. I think she just kind of, he sort of just, she went on that team, basically. But I don't really think if you had to sit down with her prior to that, I don't really think she knew anything about theology. And if you go to America, they're not really, other than the South, like if you go to the South, they're proper like on Christianity. I can't lie. They're on it. Like Sundays, everywhere, just churches everywhere, everyone going to church. But outside where she is, it's just more liberal, more just like the UK, it's like London.
Yeah. Christmas. But I'm seeing a lot of people that are converting at big adult age, and I'm like, what are we doing? Like, why would you even convert? Why at this age would you enter into some kind of structured, organized, controlling environment? I don't understand. Or people just that lost that they're still seeking something.
Probably. It's probably that part really. And it's like how do I explain it then? Especially with something like the Catholic Church, it's got a lot of history attached to it. It's got a lot of heritage. So
Yeah.
I think a lot of people, when they get involved, especially with something like that, and you can go to a lot of these heritage sites, like the things they can show you, they that's it. They get captivated in it. That's what I think.
You have to be Catholic to get married to a Catholic. No, do you have to? Does the person have to be Catholic to get married to them?
No, you have to
No,
just
just have
be
to be Christian.
Christian. I think, yeah, you have to be Christian. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it is quite it can be dangerous, but at the same time, when I say captivating, I mean like when you go, if you get to go to one of these places like the Vatican and look at some of these stuff that they got in their museums and their libraries, I think that's where people are going to get captivated.
Yeah, because it does give you a bit of identity.
And it gives you a lot of the history as well, because I think that's where people go wrong with religion and thinking that it's all hocus pocus and spooky stuff. There's a lot of history. It's a lot of, people's actual stories as well. And, you've got artifacts and all sorts of things to go with it.
Oh, bless her.
All right, guys, I'm gonna have to look off. Call
Yeah.
it a night. But yeah, big up yourself. Big up, Shifa. Sorry, we
Big
was
up.
literally just gonna end the show when you jumped
I
on.
know,
so-
and then he comes
Nah,
up.
you
I was
stayed
going to
around
jump
for
off
me,
and I was
so I
like, don't leave
appreciate
her.
Yeah,
I
got a
appreciate
special
you, man.
extension just for you. See it?
Saying that, big up,
Alright,
sis.
peace.
Appreciate you.
Big up
Big up,
yourself.
yeah. Big up, Tara.
Always nice to speak to you, sis.
Peace out, sis.
All right. Big up everyone in the chat. And like I said, if I don't catch you on this side of the year, then we in 2025. Big up yourself, everyone. Take it easy. Peace out.